I guess we are live. Can everyone hear me okay? I didn't get it. Because I got to go through this thingy. Hot in here.
It's terrible.
Hanging slip. Something we must have bought.
Well, let's use it. I just gonna put my wine on so you can hand it to me so I can drink it. Is that Nancy already on here?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Hi, Nancy.
She's,
I
see,
haven't
this is
seen
on
you
a
in
different
while.
thing. We got two watching, so.
How you doing?
Trying to get this camera better, but. Hi, Nancy.
You can't see me. If I do this hand, you can't see me, so I gotta do this hand. There I am. Trying to figure it out. Doing okay, hanging in there. Good.
Good. Glad to hear that. She's been so worried about it. She'll message or leave a message or a comment or something. She'll be like, "I'll get caught up, I promise." I'm like, "No, you worry about getting yourself well. Then you catch up on the videos later,
Yeah.
So as long as she's doing good. So Kim should be joining us. I sent her a thing. Huh?
Are you going to do a panel since you are on StreamYards? Oh, is this StreamYard? Is this
Yeah,
the
this
one
is-
she was talking about?
Yeah, this is StreamYard. Because see, they took away Google Hangouts, so
Now, does this go to YouTube
yeah.
directly?
Should be on YouTube, yeah.
And how do you do that? You're gonna have to show me that.
I'll show you what. See, there we are.
So this is part of YouTube?
No.
No.
No. See, you can use this for Twitter, Facebook, gaming, stuff like that.
Oh.
Now, you can pay for it. You can,
Do you like it better, Nancy? I know you've been using it.
trying to get you to where you can. You look pretty.
Send me a link so I can join you.
Okay. Hey, we got somebody else here. There's you. That's cute. Nancy, I think. Okay. Hey, we got somebody else here. Can you hear us, Cam?
I sure can. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Great.
Can you hear us, Cam?
I sure can, yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah. All right, so I've got you.
There's a,
Can you hear us, Cam?
I sure can, yes. Can you hear me?
Well, hopefully we're still here. Yeah, we are.
There's a lag in between.
There's what?
A lag.
There's a lag in between.
Two. Sir.
Why does it keep repeating what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, but she has. I don't know if you
Why?
because she changed.
Why does it keep repeating what I'm saying?
I don't know. It should. She'll let us know. right.
I think that was it. Yeah, because his name's just
So Nancy should be joining us.
mute your YouTube, Kim. What was it?
I thought mine was muted. Okay, yeah. See, because I got my system where it just won't listen to the speakers.
Is this better, guys?
Cheers. She's got her wine.
Better, guys?
He's watching us. 4. We got 4. Well, that's one. Oh, she's on there too. See, you're behind us too, Kim.
There, now she can.
There she is.
I have to do water today because I am sunburned and I have a headache. So I am doing water tonight.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have to do water today because I am sunburned and I have a headache. So I am doing water tonight.
Oh.
How do I bring you up?
That's not her thing. It should come up here.
I've been like that.
Emailed it to her. Gmail.
Send me a link, share. Send me a link.
I did. Check your Gmail. I'll send it to you. I did. Check your Gmail. Probably sending a bunch of people I don't know shit, and they're going to be joining. I'm going to be, who the hell is this? See, there she is, right here.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, Nancy.
Kim, you need to mute your YouTube.
Hello.
Hi, Nancy.
Or live, you need to mute your YouTube. And that will help.
It's muted, but there's still a lot of lag.
Yeah, there's always a lag. There's like a 30-second lag on StreamYards. That's the only bad draw about StreamYards is there's always that lag. So yeah, that's the only bad thing about it.
Happy watching off and on while I'm working.
What?
So.
Oh, okay. Captain Egg here. Welcome, Kim's hubby. Trying to get a light set up here. Get this out of the way.
So how are you guys? I missed you guys.
Oh, we miss you too.
Yeah. Been wondering about it. I've had my own issues going on.
Yeah, I heard. How's your mom?
She's in a lot of pain, and she's still in rehab. They wanted to do surgery, but they can't because she's allergic to metal. So they are going to let it heal, but it can take up to a year before it can heal.
Yeah.
So she'll be in there for a little bit longer, and then they'll send her home with some other therapists. But my dad's at home alone again. My daughter has been kicked out. So he is by himself. So we were trying to get him into rehab where my mom is. But the insurance, there's a conflict. So if they can't, they're going to bring in somebody in the home 7 days a week just to check up on him.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, go to the store for him and stuff like that. They do have Meals on Wheels for him. He still has not got his prosthesis yet. They're waiting on that. The doctor wrote the orders wrong, so the doctor's away for 3 weeks on vacation, so they have to wait until he comes back.
Huh.
Yeah. So that's where we're at on that. And then I've been working a lot. Work.
Yep.
And now there's just about.
This thing ain't gonna shit show.
So Taylor, did they ever find out what was wrong with you? What happened? What's going on with your?
Yeah, so they did.
He's been diagnosed with COPD. He should not be smoking.
Mm-hmm.
He does, and they can put him on disability if he wants to, but he really kind of doesn't want to go that way. So we need some kind of money. So I don't know.
I'll make a little bit here and there.
But to go back to the work that he was doing, he's probably not going to be able to because it's just too stressful. It's too hot, too hard.
Well, it's not stressful.
And,
It's just the stuff I got to do. I can't breathe. And then I've got scar tissue on my lungs from the pneumonia from coughing. So that kind of sucks, which is causing me not to be able to breathe. So.
That's what it is.
And it's chronic bronchitis, so I'm going to get it like 3 or 4 times a year.
But he seems to, like, if we go out and do a lot of walking, the next morning he sounds like he has a freaking cold, and that's COPD.
Right.
I have cut down though.
Yeah, he's slowly cutting down. I mean, it's just like anybody.
I smoke 1 pack in 3 days.
We tell somebody you got a diet and you know what you're going to do, you're not going to do it. So it's just best to leave him alone, let us do his thing. And
I mean, I've cut down, a lot.
Oh, yeah.
From when we first got together, I was 3.5 packs a day. Now I'm down to less than half a pack a day.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's not bad.
And she's a good doctor. I mean, she doesn't get on to him and say, well, you got to quit right away. She's like, okay, well, there are things out there that can help him, but at the same time, do you want to take those things? Do you want to take all that medication all the time?
She said, well, smoking can kill you. I said, well, did you read the side effects on the fucking inhaler I got to take? That thing will kill me quicker than the damn cigarettes. And she even said, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Right.
I could go out here, get in the truck, and pull out in front of somebody and get hit and get killed.
Shaver, you make.
But I've cut way down, so I'm kind of proud of that.
Yeah. He's doing it. It's hard to do. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, Bear, I gotta say, I'm proud of you for cutting down too. Congratulations, and the good work, because I know that's really hard to get through is cutting down and eventually quitting. So don't give up.
I'm proud too. Thank you. Yeah, I'm proud too.
So
I agree with her 100%.
tell me about the neck brace.
That is because they found an old injury from back in February when I fell from my chair with a seizure.
Right.
They found an old injury at the back of my neck that in my C7 spine, in the disc, the C7 disc back here was completely split. So they had to remove it.
Oh my gosh.
And so they removed it. And now this is going to protect the healing of that. And also they had to put some hoses in my head to drain off fluid off my brain because I had fluid all over my head and especially my front lobe. And that was what was causing me to lose mobility. And the same thing with my spine. And so I have to wear this for at least another, I don't know, they're saying another few days. I've had it on for a while now. And well, let it heal and then I'll get a softer one. But they had to, because they said if I had just moved my head just the wrong way, that there was a possibility I would have become a quadriplegic instead of a paraplegic.
Oh no.
Just be careful.
So they had to put this on to totally immobilize my neck for a while, and then I'll get a softer one after this one is all done. So yeah, I just have to be really careful with my neck movements right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
just
Nancy, bless you, and I hope that that things go better for you in the upcoming future.
Yeah, it's really been a long road for me, a long road.
Yeah.
I've been really seriously ill. I've been having seizures after seizure after seizure after seizure. They finally went in and they did they put me on my stomach and they did Botox into my spine and into my neck area, and that pretty much took care of the seizures. They're pretty much gone. Knock on wood. Right now, I have not been more seizures, so I'm recovering. I'm getting back. I'm regaining control of my hands and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You sound
Thank
better.
you,
You sound like
Captain.
you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's been a long road. It's been a long road. Huh.
Quite a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
For everyone. I think a lot of people having it rough this year too. Yeah.
Well, I'm continuing to
Health-wise.
recover.
Yeah.
So it's been a long road.
Yeah. Just keep positive and keep going forward. You'll make it.
Yeah. So, but I got me koala bear friend right here. Isn't
That's
he
cute.
cute?
Yeah.
Isn't he cute?
It's
Yeah.
very cute.
I saw your package from them. That was cool. I like the T-shirt too. That was cool.
Oh, not the sandwich effect, Shay. Put us back. Separate us. Oh,
He's playing around.
Shay Bear. No,
No.
that's the Brady Bunch.
Okay.
One good thing is I can stick my hand up into her square. Ooh, hello, my friend.
Yeah. Oh my
Remember
God.
how they would go?
Yeah.
And I can get Shay Bear in there.
Each other.
Hi, Shay Bear.
See?
Back then they didn't have the technology we have either. That's funny.
It's a good thing we don't have a lot of viewers in here. They'd be like, man, these people are weird.
All right. Yes, I brought that.
All right, I want to kind of change the subject for just a little bit, if I could. Shay Bear, I saw your video the other day of the orbs that you caught when you were in your garage, and oh my God, I was completely fascinated by it. Did you? I mean, was there any strange sounds that came with these orbs, or was it just totally like just out of nowhere? Like,
Are you talking about the last one I uploaded?
yes, sir.
No, there was no sounds, no nothing. Like you seen, those two orbs went right into the garage, but they didn't show up on the camera that's pointing towards the door. That camera's inside the garage, and they didn't come in. But we noticed something when she got off work. She always likes to watch the videos upload. We noticed something that maybe you did, and my niece noticed it. Courtney noticed it.
What? The door. That bothers me very much. Did you see the door in the background on the last video he did?
No.
When I was talking about it, when I was sitting right here, I was by myself. She was at work. Bruno was outside on the leash, and Snickers, our cat, was in here sleeping on the bed. The door is just like this. It opened up and kept opening.
On its own.
On its own, yeah.
Notice it.
Then we decided, I decided to close it on my own and try to, because it had a click in the knob, like somebody just turned the knob. So I turned the knob, the door opens a little bit, but it stops. So something had to push it enough to keep it going.
Yeah, if you go back and watch it,
So it's a little.
Yeah, you look behind me, and you can actually hear the doorknob turn. And she's like, "Well, who was in my house?"
Right.
Nobody was in. I said, "Yeah, I'm going to be filming and shit, and have some chick here opening the door."
And he tilted his head a little bit.
And she's looking. She pauses.
Oh yeah, I was pausing. I'm looking. You know.
There's no
I'm
shadows.
thinking there's some kind of figurine, something there. You know, something. There's nothing in the hallway. Nothing.
No,
I'm
like I
telling you,
said,
it's that doll.
Okay, we need a camera in the bedroom while we're sleeping, so I know.
so tomorrow I'm going to do a video on just where, not the orb video, but where I was making the orb video, where I was sitting here talking, and I'll do a video on it and show you exactly what's going on there, the uncut version. Because what I do is I'll do my intro and I'll talk about the video I'm playing, then I'll just take a second and then I'll do my outro. That way I got to do a split. That way it's not, two different files. It's just one file and I can split it.
Right.
So I'll show the uncut version. And I didn't notice it through editing because I knew there wasn't nothing I had to take out. All I had to do was split. So I just went to the split section, did what I had to do. So I never even noticed it till she got home and we were watching it. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. She's like, what? And I played it back because everybody's usually looking up there at the
I was
at
looking
the TV.
at the TV set, so I didn't really notice it.
And I said,
while
watch
he
the
was talking.
door. So I didn't say anything yet. I wanted to see who would catch it. My niece caught it. And she put it in the comments, said, did you see the door opening when you was talking?
That's freaky.
That's a trip, man.
And now it worries me. Maybe we brought something home from the cemetery.
I'm
Oh,
telling you,
that's
that
right.
doll.
Yeah.
You need to put that doll 6 feet under.
It's not the doll.
No.
I don't think.
I don't think.
I never investigated the doll. We should do that sometime.
You should do it. You
Yeah,
should do it, definitely.
we should investigate that doll. It's a home shopping network doll. Why the freak would it be haunted?
Well, let me show you.
Huh?
Let me show you something.
Oh, what you got?
A friend, because she saw how I'm always fussing about your doll.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Oh, she's cute there. She's cute, doll.
This is Ava,
Hi, Ava.
and she's about as big as a real baby. She's weighted like a real baby. She looks like a real baby. Say hi, Ava. She's about as cute as a button, but she freaks the hell out of me.
Aw,
There we go. That's better.
that's funny. Aw.
She's not haunted, is she?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to know, but I want to put her somewhere where I'm not seeing her.
If you ever want a haunted doll, let us know.
Yeah. I'm gonna bury her somewhere.
Take care of it. Bury it. Do what you want.
Oh my God.
No.
I have a thing with
She probably
mannequins.
just said something.
Mannequins just freak me the hell out. And some dolls. Nancy, your doll is so cute. It's adorable. That one wouldn't bother me, but
Well,
there are just some dolls that-
this is apparently a collector's doll. This is from the what do you call that? What's that group of people that sell dolls on? You see them all the time. What's their names? Drake. Something Drake doll. The Ashton Drake Gallery.
Oh yeah. That's
That's
actually
where
great.
she's from. She's from the Ashton Drake Gallery. And this is the Ava. This is the Ava doll.
She's tagged and everything then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ben isn't joining the chat tonight, he said.
So
Yeah.
No, he had something he was going to do, but he don't know if he can join in or not. I told him that's okay. Maybe next time.
so
He was eating a hamburger the other day, Burger King.
and what's the weirdest thing about these dolls is they are so realistic. Hold on, let me see if I can find her fingers. If you look at their fingers and their hands, their skin, this is silicone, and it feels just like a real baby, but it also
Super big.
she's got little fingers in here. She's got her one little thumb. Let me see if I can show her. Ah, come here, Ava.
How
But
are they big?
If you can see her little thumb, and you can
Oh,
Cute.
it like a real thumb. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is she's got polished nails on her.
Wow.
If you
It's
can
almost like real doll.
see
I like
those
how
nails.
Marie Osmond makes her own dolls, and I've always wanted one of them. They're very
And
expensive, and they look very lifelike too.
I'll show you her little feet, man. Her little feet. See, this doll freaks me out because she just looks all too real. And her little feet are even real. I mean, are too look real looking. But she has little socks on here. And let me just take off her one little sock. Whoop! And look at that foot. I mean, she has just. Oh, can I? If you can see, I mean, look at the little wrinkles that she has in those little toes.
That's so cute, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
But her little legs look so real, and yeah.
Wow.
Freaks me out though, it really does. Every time I look at her, it's just like, oh girl, go away.
I like that Captain A beard. That's cool. Beard.
Yeah, that work.
Anyway, just dropped her sock somewhere. Where'd I drop her?
Captain A beard.
Nancy left too.
There it is.
There she is.
Anyway, but yeah,
That's cute.
little Ava.
You want to sit in the chair? Can I sit? Can I sit? Here's Bruno.
Hi, Bruno.
Hello, Bruno. I saw another Bruno today at the store. She was a girl though. She was cute.
Bruno. Hi, Bruno. Hi, Bruno, baby. Bruno.
There's Nancy. See Nancy?
Bruno. Okay, now let me see how he reacts to me.
That's fun.
Where's the puppy? Where's the puppy, Bruno? Where is it? Where's the puppy?
On Facebook
Where's the puppy?
one day I was out working and I had it on, and yeah, Bruno, I'd be talking to him and he was looking everywhere. Couldn't figure out where my voice was coming from. It was so funny. You're a good boy, aren't you? Yes.
You need to make more videos of him on his channel and put him on his channel.
I know. I haven't been able to do much of anything. If I'm not running to my father's rescue or my mother's rescue or working or sleeping.
Right.
But
I just trying to snap her
weekend
jaw.
we did that bridge, so I got a couple off last weekend, so that's good. And I got a project coming up, so I got my materials today for it, so I'm going to make a video on it. So that'll be good. I hope it works out.
All right.
That'll be fun. That's bright. Oh, we see fine. We see it's fine. Turn the home light on. Yeah, it's like shaving it. It's fine. There you go.
Yeah. What a cutie.
Cute.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Bruno, why you take over my chair, son?
Because you left. So nothing new with you guys?
Nothing much new. So
This is new for me. This is my first live chat, so this is new for me. But other than that, nothing.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
how do you like StreamYards? I love StreamYards. I think when I start doing live streams again, I'm gonna stick with using StreamYards. I just tried out Zoom on somebody else's stream yesterday and today, and I don't know if I like it as well as I like StreamYards. On Zoom you can get so many people in there. You can get up to 50 people in there, and for me, I think 6 is a good number.
Yeah, you get too many, it gets a little confusing, but I bet you get some good conversations though.
Leave and come back and Shea Bear's turned into a dog.
What?
You left the room, so my hubby said, and then Bruno came in, and so then my hubby's like, I leave the room, and Shea Bear suddenly turned into a dog.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
didn't see that.
I mean, it would look like that, you know. Hey, what the heck?
See, I told you crazy shit happens here. Nobody believes me. Last time I said that, I got locked up for 3 days in a rubber room, and see, at least somebody noticed. That was a joke.
But they did let you out.
Turned into a dog. That's funny.
Were you able to find the fire water?
Oh, we haven't looked yet. We'll check that out before tomorrow. You said CVS might have it?
Yeah, I found it again at CVS. I haven't looked at a Kroger's yet.
We
But
got a CVS right up the road, so.
Yeah.
And then we got to do a pickled pig feet.
I was looking at the grocery store. I don't know if I can do that one.
Oh, God.
Why didn't you pick them up? Because I forgot. And we got to do hog's head. And I don't know about.
That means I have to.
Hey, Kim, I don't know. Did nothing edited? Did she challenge you to the pig's feet?
No, not that I'm aware of.
I'll have to check again because I think your name was mentioned. But
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
if not, spoiler alert. Be prepared.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
You to the pig's feet and hog head cheese.
I was looking at those pig feet in that jar at the grocery store, and I'm like, I can't do it. There's no way.
Hog's head cheese? Is that right?
Hog head cheese.
Where the hell do I find that at?
I guess in the store.
I've never heard that in my life. Wow.
Yeah, it's made from the heads of hogs. So.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with me or are you serious?
No, I'm not fucking with you. I'm serious.
No, and the pig's feet are there too.
Yeah, my dad used to eat pig's feet all the time.
Head cheese is brains.
Is that what it's made from?
Oh, don't tell me.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God. That's going to be an interesting challenge.
Like Texas Chainsaw.
That's funny.
He's talking about me turning into a dog, and he's
Texas Chainsaw.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, you know, the part where a guy keeps saying, you want some head cheese?
Well, it makes you wonder how many fingernails and shit we eat every day because we don't know what's ground up in that stuff.
No, but the less we know, probably the better.
I would agree. Yeah. I don't want to know. I'm good.
Yeah, because I'm probably skinny as a rail. I would never eat.
Amen, sister. Me too. Yeah.
And he talking about getting a squirrel out of the backyard, and I'm like, no.
Oh, we got way too many squirrels. We got like 20 or 30 of them, man. They're just taking over. I need to start snaring them or something.
I'm not eating them.
You don't have to eat them. I'll eat them.
I'll have to clean up the mess.
No, you won't. I'll clean them outside. Just let me eat my shit.
I suddenly just had a flashback of
I'm not
Chevy Chase's Christmas Vacation when the squirrel's in the house and Chevy Chase is like, "Where's Eddie? He usually eats these goddamn things." It just suddenly popped up in my head.
I say that every Christmas when we're setting up the tree, and she's like, "What?" I got to remind her. Remember that part? Where's Eddie? He usually eats these goddamn things. Oh, not anymore, Clark. He found out they were high in cholesterol. See, somebody likes good shit. You seen that movie, Nancy?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, nope,
Yeah,
I'm
she
not in
was
that
like,
one.
I love that movie. You know, I could
Not
watch
that
it.
I'm really into it, but yeah.
I know every line, verbatim because I've watched it so many damn times, but it's still freaking funny every time I watch it. It's just one of those movies that
All of
I
them
have
are
to
funny.
no matter
Oh,
what.
yeah.
They're all
good,
funny.
Good flicks. So.
I mean, the first one's still the best, but man, they're all good.
Yep.
The last one that was made was as if Rusty grew up and was trying to take his own. Christina
Yeah.
Applegate played in it. Yeah,
It
that
was horrible.
I seen that at the actual drive. It was funny.
Yeah, it was horrible. I'm sorry that I wasted my money to go see it. I was very disappointed by that one.
Oh, and that one?
Mhm.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, come on. What really at the end when when you see Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo and you see how old they're getting, you're going, oh my God, where'd the time go?
I love Chevy.
Yeah, yeah. I was.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I mean, like the actual ones. I mean, and they're the only two original people playing. Did Eddie play in that? What's his name? I don't know if he was in that one or not.
Randy Quaid.
Yeah.
I can't remember if he had a part in it or not. Honestly.
Yeah, I can't remember. You're off camera.
All right, I'm switching gears back to the paranormal again because I have some more questions for you real quick.
Okay.
So, have you guys experienced anything, any other experiences since you came back from the cemetery? Like, or did you have anything going on before? And then, have you had previous activity and then you went to the graveyard and the activity just got worse after that? Or
Well, I mean, the only activity we've always had activity here, but you can get that in a brand new Walmart, I don't think the house is haunted. When we first got together, when I first spent the night here, it was like nothing. And I've actually done like kind of like mini investigations here and not really came up with anything. Now, what I need to tell you though is that this whole area that we're in was battlefields.
Yeah, it was the Indians.
Yeah, the Indians and the government and stuff. So I think that has a lot to do with it. But now, as far as them orbs and that door opening like that, when you see it, you'll freak out. That's the most intriguing thing we've ever had happen here in this house. What?
Well, I remember him a while back, he did a video of him in the front yard. It was like nighttime or something like that, and he was out in the front yard. And remember, Shay Bear, I sent you a picture of something I saw across the street.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was Kim. There was something across the street. I swear to God, a figure or something across the street from him. And I said, Shay Bear, you were not alone out there. There was somebody there.
But this morning, she told me, she said, somebody's knocking at the door because I kind of like half slept in. And I said, well, I didn't hear anybody. And she said it was real light. It was real light tap. They knocked twice.
Like they were afraid of waking you up, so they just were making sure.
And Bruno didn't bark or anything because I heard, she got up, went outside, and come back in. But she always does that, on her days off. So I didn't think nothing of it.
Mrs. Sister Donna, Redneck Way of Life Center.
She's my friend.
Oh, well, welcome.
I shared your stream out to her so she can.
All right, awesome, thank you.
The best part of that movie was the lime green station wagon from Chris.
Oh yeah, I know it, Chris. But this morning there was 2 light knocks.
And I went to the door thinking somebody was there, but I didn't open it because I was like in my pajamas still. I was watching a movie. So I went up and I looked through the window and then I went to the cameras to see if anybody was at the front door. Nothing was there. Nothing. And the cat was in here. The dog was underneath the bed. And so I reviewed almost 2 hours of that. Nothing. The only thing I caught on camera was a freaking bird. So nobody came to the door. Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah, because I thought
That's
maybe it
really
was one of those solicitors, that come on Saturday morning and knock on the door real light. That's what I thought it might have been. But you didn't find
Donna?
anything.
Okay, welcome, Donna. Didn't I see you, Donna, on one of Nancy's live streams?
Yeah, I think she did.
Is she
Yeah.
from Australia?
No, she's from Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Yep. Louisiana. Yeah. No, that's actually Kentucky.
So say hi to Donna, everybody. And Donna, like I said, the upper two, that's Shea Bear and Monkey. And then we have Kim here in this other square.
Hello, Donna. Thank you for tuning in with us tonight, hanging out.
Yeah.
Cajun country.
And make sure you check out Kim Hendricks and Monkey 1000.
Yeah, Donna is part of the redneck community that I'm a part of.
That's cool because I'm a redneck. I love rednecks. Rednecks are badass.
You should check out the Redneck Connection. I'm usually always on his panels, and then also Anthony Way of Life Cancer Center, this is his wife Donna.
Oh, okay. All right.
And Anthony Redneck Way of Life is his channel, and then she has her own channel.
And there's somebody that I just subscribed to from you, Nancy. I was watching his videos. He used to be a wrestler. I just subscribed to him the other day. I was watching some of his videos.
I don't know who that would be.
I forget his name, but he wrestled all
If y'all
kinds of.
check out my channel, you will see where I hang out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will definitely do that.
Am I gonna find pig's feet there?
Pig's feet. Am I subscribed to her?
I don't know.
Because I know that one night that I joined in on your live stream, Nancy.
Yeah, I think maybe she might have been on one of my live streams.
Because I went to everybody and subscribed, and if I missed anybody, let me subscribe to me to let me know, and I'll subscribe back. Because I am subscribed to everyone that subscribes to me. As soon as I get a new subscriber, I subscribe to them. I mean, it's only fair, we got to help each other out. We're little people here.
Or sub to me.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting any notifications from anybody.
Well, Donna doesn't do constant videos, so of course you probably won't get too many from her.
Oh, okay.
Shaver, I just now I'm getting notifications when Ben posts, but I'm still not getting yours when you post.
I know I'm not getting yours either unless you messaged me the other day when you messaged me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you posted a video. So I clicked on the link. So everything's turned on.
Yeah, you have to click the bell and everything, make sure the bell is clicked and everything, make sure it says all notifications.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
And I go to other people's hangouts.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Yep. Anyway, so I sent her over here because I wanted her to come and meet you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, nice meeting you, Donna. There he is.
I watch you from Kim's account, but I subbed anyway. Oh.
Well, if you sub to me, then I'm probably sub to you. Do you have an account?
He does, but he does not post.
He don't have an account?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, get an account. Come on, Captain.
I really wish he would. He is an extreme gamer, and but he has a lot of other interests too that I have. Like he's big into the paranormal and all that stuff, and I think he should get his own channel as well, but he just won't do it.
Oh, come on.
And also, okay, so Shea Bear, I have a question about that bridge. How'd you find out about that? What's up with that bridge?
Which one?
Who? We went to
Not
two.
one that's haunted.
Okay. The one we did last weekend.
Okay, Donna, take care. Thanks for at least coming over to check out him.
Bye, Donna.
Bye,
Thank you.
Donna.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Bye,
Awesome.
Donna. Nice to meet you.
Bye, Donna. The one we did last weekend, or
Now we can't see you, Kim. What are you
I would have to go. Let me go back to that video. Let me go back and get it again, because I know I could tell you which one it was, because I was watching it and I was like going, okay, so hold on a second. Okay, so it's the one that you titled. I think it's the one that you titled. This is awesome.
oh, okay, yeah. So that would have been last weekend.
And then also I had one that on Monkey's channel that she did that was let me go back home and let me get Monkey's channel up, because there was one that she did on a bridge. I think it was the one that the abandoned bridge at State Park.
Okay,
Is that one haunted?
The one that's supposed to be haunted is what is it, Hillman?
Yeah,
Or the Hillman Bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first one, because see, those are two different bridges.
Yeah.
In them videos.
In the same area, though.
But the first one,
Right.
the Hillman Bridge, is supposed to be haunted, and we do not know why. But I'm guessing because that's where, at the end of that bridge, is where
The restaurant and the cellar was.
the restaurant with the wine cellar below was where Ted Bundy had killed a couple people,
He killed two
and
women.
he's not the
Oh, wow.
He killed two women in the cellar there, and he also there was some other murders that were done there, but they didn't say what happened with those. I don't know.
Well,
But
he
there was
didn't know
other-
either.
No, he didn't really know.
He
The guy
wasn't
that
sure, but he
talked-
did know for sure, 100%, that Ted Bundy did actually do some killing in that cellar, and he wasn't the only one that killed people there. There's been other people that has passed away there. Well, been killed there.
Yeah.
Down in that wine cellar. So.
Yeah, and then across the road from where the restaurant was is a park that goes down to the Swanee River. So the park was not being maintained, but there was a mansion on that park at one time.
Yeah, the 12th governor of Florida.
Yeah.
built that.
So there are some evidence of it, like, but not much because most of it has been destroyed and gone.
But we didn't know anything about that restaurant, and I don't think a
No.
lot of people do
No.
the way that guy acted.
No,
And he doesn't tell
the
people
reason
that stuff.
why they have you can barely see it. It's full of grass and weeds and everything, but you got a little thing and it says private property, and they have cones going along where you can't even get close enough to even see the front door. So I was trying to zoom in on the camera and not go over the cones, and he had cameras on his house facing and looking at
on the
me.
light pole.
Yeah, and the guy is an older man, and he's in a wheelchair, and he gets a little nervous, and
Because of all the people that go there.
right. And then I don't know who this guy was. He was younger, probably about our age, maybe.
Probably a little younger than
You think he
us.
was?
Yeah.
And he's the one who came out and he talked to us. He was very nice about it. I didn't cross the line, but
No.
I think I did enough to make him very uncomfortable.
The old man, but
Yes.
not him.
Yes.
But this guy was really cool because he came right up to me and introduced himself and stuff.
yeah.
And we got to talking. He says, I know the people that I can talk to just by looking at him. And he says, I knew I could talk to you. So I just wanted to let you know. And I said, okay, yeah, that's cool. I said, we're not, she said, we're not here to bother anything. And so I asked him, I said, well, what used to be here? And he got to talking, and it was hard to get away from him.
Yeah, and then he brought up the Ted Bundy,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, because he says, I don't tell everybody that. He said, but I knew I could tell you. So.
Yeah. And we told him we were YouTubers.
Yeah. I told
Right.
him, I won't,
So,
I won't say your name or anything. He said that was cool, but yeah, he's really awesome, man. That guy was awesome.
yeah. Yeah.
But it kind of made the old man nervous, so he kind of had this guy come out and check on us. He was like, well, you know how that is. I said, yeah, I know. He says, I knew you guys wasn't doing, because he could tell that we wasn't, going to cross the line or
We
anything.
weren't going to break anything or break into anything or steal or anything.
But that was nice that he came up to me first and not hers.
But I would love to get inside there because he said that the place has been closed ever since those murders were done, and it's still the same way. And nobody's been in there.
Yeah. Well, the owner,
Yeah.
he said he wouldn't go in there because the owner of the property, so I guess that old man's renting, but the owner, the actual owner of that property has it all locked up and everything. Now, he said he won't go in there because he said, he actually told me, he said, if you want to, you walk past here at night, you let me know the next day if you feel anything, because he said, which I didn't say that on the video because I don't want a bunch of people
He
going
said
bother
that's a
me.
really cool story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And
It
he
is.
said, he said, but yeah, you walk past here at night, you come back and you tell me the next day what you feel, because he says, he didn't use the word haunted, not once, but he
No.
says, I hear things moving around in there.
And
I
he
feel
gets
like-
a feeling.
I feel like somebody's watching me.
Yeah.
And he says, and he kept going like this. I said, what's wrong? He says, I don't like standing, and this is broad daylight, this is morning time.
Yeah.
I don't even like standing here talking to you in front of this place.
Right. Yeah.
I said, really? He said, yeah, I don't like it.
It was quite interesting, though. Yeah.
But then he also said it several times, I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe in what I feel. And I don't feel right standing here.
All right. But we found these bridges on YouTube. That's how we found it. I can't remember who it
I don't
was,
know.
but he had done these bit bridges.
Well,
and we
Florida
thought, oh,
Trailblazer,
cool.
Florida Trailblazer was there.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And
that's
I
what
watch
I'm
him because he does a lot of stuff that's around us. So I kind of pinpoint. I'll see, that I recognize that or something,
Yeah,
and
because
I'll say that's not far from us.
a couple guys got him confused, and it was like one guy was saying this was the old 129 bridge, and it had the flat top, which couldn't have been. That was the Hillman Bridge.
Mhm.
Now they're only 20 minutes apart, but still they look a lot alike. But the 129 bridge kind of goes up like this, and the Hillman Bridge is straight across on the top. So
Mhm.
they so a lot of times they'll get them kind of confused. But so I wanted to do them both, and I wanted to do them in separate videos. That way,
Yeah.
someone
Well, it was too
that wants to
long.
go see
It was too long to do it all in one video.
Yeah, that was both happy.
Yeah, and I didn't want people to have to watch it for 2 hours and be bored.
Right.
You break it up, it makes it a little bit easier.
Well, I can't wait for you to go back to that one place where I told you were not alone at that old other abandoned place. Remember where I told you, or where you said there were some people killed in the house not too far away from that road or something. You were telling me about a school bus.
Oh,
that
that's
bridge is
in Georgia. Yeah, that's in
Yeah.
Georgia. That's another bridge. That's the first bridge. That's
Bridge.
called Spook Bridge. It's
Yeah.
in Georgia.
Mhm.
And if you saw the video of when those younger guys came and met up with us, and we did videotapes with them, they're not. Well, they go to school like real close to there.
Mhm.
So they said, well, when you go back there, let us know. We got a place to stay. They'll give us a place to stay. They don't care. They're like, yeah, come on up and see us, man. And they'll come with me. So that's why I want to do the 3 a.m. challenge. Yeah. So, yeah, they knew all about it.
But if we go there, there's a haunted hotel we want to stay at. So we stay there.
Oh, wow.
So we could go to this bridge at nighttime and
Yeah.
check it out. Yeah, that would be cool.
What's the name of the haunted hotel?
Oh, shoot. What is it?
I remember it.
It's called Oh Shoot. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't remember the name, but I can find it. I have to Google it.
I want to get
Yeah.
back to the.
But it's haunted. What, the one we went to, the haunted one?
The haunted hotel.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Oh, I want to go to the other
Indigo.
one. I want to go down to St. Pete.
Oh,
There's a
St.
big
Pete's got a badass one.
A huge hotel there. It's right on the beach there, and it's haunted. And I want to stay there. Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff on it too. I like. There's a lot of haunted stuff close around us.
Yeah.
If you look for it.
Yeah.
I never realized it until I started because I got with him, and then we started looking. I'm like, oh my god, look at all this stuff.
Yeah, because she done checked me out, Googled me, and everything before we got together. Yeah, she was like, I've been checking you out. I don't believe in this ghost shit you're talking about, but I'd like to check it out.
All right.
My husband is the
I'm
same.
upset about the door. The door bothers me. Because I was checking that sucker out.
It
looking
bothers
at
you?
it.
You wasn't even here.
I don't
was
care.
here by
I sleep
myself.
in this house.
I was here by myself in broad daylight and the fucking doors
If
open.
that door does that while I'm sleeping,
That's bullshit.
We selling it. We going.
Oh, hell no. We ain't selling this shit.
I think you should put a camera on that door overnight
That's what
and
I said.
and a recorder and see what happens. See if anything, try to draw it out,
Well, what
and
we
see
should
if
do-
anything
It's
happens.
too weird. I mean,
Well, what we should do is like a night that we're going to be gone all night, since I got the DVR, run a camera all night long when we're not here,
Right.
and see what happens. And then when we're here all night, and kind of see if that has anything to do with one of us or.
well, I was thinking maybe there was somebody attached to you that was.
Yeah, see, she's always saying that. Who's attached to you? Well, who's attached
Well,
to you?
you have a lot of things.
She
that
gets
happen.
scared now.
I don't know.
Because, see, my shit was real. Anything I post on YouTube, Facebook, or anything is real because it's what I caught. It's not something set up. It's not a joke. It's, look, the camera was rolling and this happened.
Right.
So, like, I never say this is exactly what it is, but I can say this is what I think it is. Now,
Right.
So I'm not, I'm not
You
going to.
have to turn my knob. It's not one of those flat things. You have to turn it.
Look.
So something
Oh, the door handle. Yeah, they can see
had
the
to
door
turn
handle.
that handle.
Yeah, they can see the door handle right.
And then
there.
it pushed it enough where it went halfway, but then it went again. It went again. And you have to push on it. You'd have to push with a little force.
And the reason I had the door closed was because the air conditioner was running in the kitchen. Because, see, our house is small. So it doesn't take much to cool it down. So we have just a window shaker out in the kitchen. And so I'll close the door when I'm doing my things in here like I'm doing now. So you don't hear the background noise and stuff. And I never noticed it. I just didn't notice it until we watched it later.
I didn't notice until you rewind it. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, because all I did was, I knew there was only one split in there. So I just went to the split. So I wasn't watching the whole, because I don't always have to watch my every single clip,
And then I heard
I
the
know
knock
about
at the door today. What the heck is that?
And
all
I went through almost 2 hours, and she was like, well, it wasn't 10 o'clock.
I just
and it
hope we
wasn't,
can bring something from the cemetery.
So I went from
home.
8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, and there was
Well,
nothing.
I just thought since you said that guy was creeped out about the place you guys were at, maybe you brought something back from it instead of the cemetery.
Yeah.
Might have.
Something followed you guys because
Yeah, maybe. I
But
didn't
ain't
think about
Ted
it.
Gudney.
Oh, it would be Ted Bundy.
I don't think
No,
It would be maybe something that passed away in that restaurant in the
But why
cellar.
would they come home with us? Because,
I don't know.
because you're sensitive. That's why.
well, that's true.
Because you're sensitive.
Because they can go any fucking place they want to go, so.
I would really like to.
Huh?
I would really like to put a camera in my kitchen at night.
Yeah, I like
Yes.
you to do that.
Yeah,
Why
I
don't
would
you
too.
do that? With
Yeah,
the
you keep
camera we
talking
can-
about
I would really like to do that sometime. I got to find a way to do it because like I don't know if Kim knows, but I live in an apartment, a third floor apartment in the heart of downtown Seattle, and there used to be a resident here before me. He passed away in here,
Oh.
and apparently he was a chef.
Mhm.
And so his favorite place to be was always in the kitchen. And at night, I hear things in there all the time. I hear pots and pans moving around, clanking. I just hear weird sounds in there, freaks the living heck out of me. But anyway, so I'm always hearing things in there. And so I've been telling Shea Bear and Monkey, I need to figure out, so, because I told him, I said, look, you can stay, just don't let me see you and don't freak me out, okay? You know, I
Yeah,
don't care. I
definitely.
don't care what you do. Just be nice. Don't freak me out. Don't let me see you.
That's really cool. If you got something.
But I would like to set up a cam in there just to see if I can catch anything in there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be awesome. I'm currently writing a book about. It's going to be a series of different books about my paranormal experiences because there are so many. Um, but the current book that I'm writing right now, it's about my experiences that from the house that I previously lived in Indianapolis, and all the paranormal activity that happened not only in our house but the entire street as well. There's things that happened on that street that I had never experienced before. I had never uh, even heard of anything even remotely similar happening. It is crazy. The energy around that street in particular is crazy. There was a lot of deaths, people living on that street. There was a couple of suicides. Um, there was some murders. Yeah, it's really interesting. And but it was an old street. Most of the houses were built in the 1900s to the 1950s. The house that we lived in itself was built in 1900, and it has a lot of history to it. And my mom actually passed away in that house. But there was just so much paranormal surrounding it, and I thought, you know what, I've got to put all this into a book. I mean, there's just so many stories that I need to tell, and it's really interesting. So
Yeah, it'd be a good book. Great book.
I hope so. I'm hoping so, but it's going to be a series because I've experienced paranormal activity since I was 6 years old.
Oh wow.
And every house that I live in has had paranormal activity. And not just like little things here and there. Like almost every day there would be a paranormal occurrence. But my favorite thing, I have an actual paranormal bucket list of different places in the United States that I want to visit that are supposed to be extremely haunted. And the first one was that I wanted to go visit Bobby Mackey's in Wilder, Kentucky. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Bobby Mackey's and the story behind it. There's a lot of YouTube videos about the history of Bobby's. And Ghost Adventures went there, and that's when I first discovered it, was watching the Ghost Adventures episode. But it's really interesting. Look it up. I could talk for hours about it. It's a great place. It's supposed to have a well in the basement that is a portal to hell. So it's really interesting. And we did have some experiences while we were there as well. That was really cool.
Where was that
But
at?
when we left, we made sure to sage ourselves and pray, so we didn't carry anything home with us. Thank God, and we didn't. So, at least not to my knowledge.
Where was that well at?
Bobby Mackey's in
Yeah.
Wilder, Kentucky.
I've been there, investigated downstairs.
So my husband just put, every time I have to stop watching for a minute, I swear Shea Bear shape shifts.
Yeah, Shaver did his dog trick again. I wrote LOL.
Well, quit disappearing, man. I'm not trying to know. Damn, I mean, come on, we can get along here.
Oh, that's funny. That's too funny.
Yeah, I've been to Bobby Mackey's. I told you about that. Bobby
Yeah.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very cool place. I'd like to go back again sometime.
Take me there.
Yeah, I met Bobby and talked to him about some things, and
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, did you meet him?
I did, yes. I felt like he reminded me of like a grandpa. Like I just wanted to call him grandpa, but I was like, no, he'll think I'm like this weird creeper. So I didn't. But that's the feeling that I got from him was like he's just this warm, gentle man. And
Yeah, I played a little guitar with him, and I hung out with him for a while. But yeah, that was because see, the first time I went there, I think I got something on YouTube about it. But yeah, I was with like a tour group and stuff. The second time, it wasn't far from where I was at, and I just stopped by one night to do some drinking there because I'd spend a weekend down in Wilder, Kentucky, and I was doing some other things, and got to talking to him, and he was like, "Yeah, come on downstairs, man, let's talk." So it was pretty cool that he let me, be there and stuff like that.
To go back with the smaller group, there were too many people to get anything good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you don't need a bunch of people. It causes many problems.
What they did, like, you can pay, and they'll take you on a group tour or whatever, group ghost hunting. You got all these people you don't know. And
right.
You got people joking around stuff. You can't, and if you do think you caught an EVP, you can't go, well, that's an EVP, because it could be somebody whispering behind you. You don't know.
Right.
You don't know. So, and when I was telling Bobby that, he was like, well, I don't have anything going on here tonight when we lock up. I was like, what are you saying? He said, well, what are you asking? I said, I got you. But yeah, so none of that I posted because I promised him that was going to be kept for myself. So I honored that. Because it was just an honor for me to be able to be there by myself. Glad my ex with me, but that was some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff.
Yeah, it really is. I was a bit disappointed. I wanted more to happen, but unfortunately, like my husband posted, we were with a huge group. They were having a Halloween event when we went, and so there was a huge event. There was some activity. We had a priest in our group that was leading the group, and we had some activity around him. But it was hard to find out if the activity was actually coming from Bobby's or if it was coming from the priest, because the priest specializes in helping children pass over.
Right.
So we don't know if and it was a childlike entity that we encountered, so we don't know if that was stemming from him or actually Bobby Mackey's. Right. I really wanted to get something from either Johanna or Pearl. I wanted some sort of interaction with them, but I caught no EVPs. Other than the interaction with the priest, there was nothing. My old channel, I did have all of that posted, but when my computer crashed and I lost all my videos, I unfortunately lost all of my Bobby Mackey stuff.
I don't have any of my stuff from any of the old. That's why I'm like re-updating it now. What I'm doing is downloading what I have already on there and saving, because I want that stuff, but I don't have the raw footage anymore. But yeah, let me tell you something about Johanna. She's there. I guarantee you she's there. Ain't no doubt in my mind. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that place is it's something else, man.
It is. Did you go up into Carl's apartment when you went?
Yes, I did.
Did you leave him a cigarette?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
yes, and
that's another place I was hoping to feel a lot of activity was from Carl's, because that's where it all stemmed from to begin with.
See, I was up there by myself, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we were too for a little bit, but nothing happened really. There was just nothing, and it was even storming that night. I mean, it was like the perfect setting for high paranormal activity.
Yeah, because you got all that energy from the storm and you know, yeah.
And the railroad and the creek behind the railroad, and so yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of energy. You definitely feel that, but another place I'd like to go is what's that place in Kentucky? I can't think of the name right now. I think I've had too much ibuprofen. What the hell is its name? It's like it's an old asylum or whatever, and it's like really, really popular, and it's in Kentucky as well. Can't think of the name right now.
Is that the shit?
Is that the tuberculosis?
The Waverly Hills.
Yeah, the Waverly Inn, I think. Is that it? I think that's it.
The Waverly.
There's
I
so
thought that
much
was
in.
Pennsylvania.
Maybe.
Well, let me look it up here real quick.
But I would really like to take a tour of it. I've heard a lot. There's a ton of paranormal activity that happens in that place. Every person I know that has taken the tour of that place has come out of it scared shitless. I mean, anybody from skeptics to people that are
it's in
deep into
Louisville,
the
Kentucky.
paranormal.
Yeah, you're right. It's in Louisville, Kentucky. It's very expensive. A guy I used to work with in Ohio, I'm still friends with on Facebook. His wife goes every year. It's very expensive, but when she goes, he goes fishing because he believes in none of this.
Really?
Yeah, she always wanted to get with me and go do some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He would never go.
Really?
Never go. So he's like, "You guys go do your thing. I'll go do mine." His thing's fishing.
Well, maybe you should watch my door.
Hmm.
He'll believe.
No, I showed him my stuff. He don't believe it unless he sees it for himself.
That was something. I'd like to go home, back to Canada, go to my mom's, where my grandparents lived. That house is haunted.
Well, that's what you keep
there.
telling me. But
Oh, yeah.
we haven't been up there yet.
Well,
Been all over Florida, Georgia.
but I would like to go there. It has been sold, but I'm sure I could
Oh, well.
get knocking on the door and bat my blue eyes. I get in there. But as a kid, the house is like 5 stories.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a
like-
basement?
yeah. The basement, and then you have a basement, then you have like a den, and up on the other level you have a living room, a dining room, a kitchen. Then you go up steps, you have a bedroom on the left, and then you go up 3 or 4 more steps, and then you have 2 more bedrooms and a bathroom up there and a walk-in closet like an attic, but it's in the
So you got 3 stories.
So what I used
But it's a split level.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And so what I did, I used to have to sleep in the bedroom on the left as a kid. And I would get so scared. And everybody would go downstairs and they would hang out and I would be stuck in that room. And I was
Is that the one
scared.
that has the tunnel?
And it doesn't have tunnels that I know of, but it is haunted, and I'd like to go back there, and do some stuff and see. Because my grandmother
If
died.
they let you.
Oh, they might. It would be nice, and it was a huge house. It was a scary house, though. Very scary house.
You'd be like, "Where you from, eh?" I'd be like, "I'm from a high."
Well, I
No, we can't
saw
let you in, eh?
things. I saw things as a child in the weekend.
Huh.
Yeah, I freak out. Get very scared. But it would be a cool place to go. It's a big house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be really cool if they'd let you do an investigation in there. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I probably, I'm sure they knew my grandparents.
See, Kim, you and the hubby need to come down here. We'll take you some haunted places, and we'll go investigate them.
I would love it. We've talked about going to Florida. Actually, he's never seen the ocean.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, Beard, you still here, buddy? Yeah, come on down.
He will be. He'll be home from work here in a few minutes. But so we've talked about going to Florida. I've been to Florida many times, but he's never been. So yeah, that would be an awesome trip.
Yeah, well, the first thing we do is take him to the ocean. Which one? Because we can take him to both of them.
I'll take him to Daytona.
We'll take Daytona, then we'll take him across. We take him over to the Gulf of Mexico. Then we will plan, as we are eating them hot burgers, we will plan
Oh no.
where we're going to go. We'll take him to the Indigo. the Indigo Hotel
Tampa.
in Tampa, which is only like an hour.
Or
from
the other one. I really like
Oh, wow.
the other one.
That's
I gotta take the train to Florida one day and go see Florida and see. I want to go to Walt Disney World. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, I know. We told you. You take the train. We will pick you up anywhere. We
Yeah.
told you at a million times.
You could have came with us at Christmas.
So either one of you guys, I don't give a shit. I'll come together. Shit, we'll make room somehow. We'll just all rent a place. We'll rent a couple rooms in a haunted hotel.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah.
you know, we'll
Yeah.
leave the doll. You leave your doll at home, Nancy. We'll leave our doll here.
Yeah, I'll open it up so she can see the doll.
I'll bring Ava with me, and we'll just put her out in the hallway and say, "Here, have at her."
Yeah, now that would be really cool. That would be cool.
That could be awesome.
Yeah, that
Or
could be
it could be
something.
stupid. I don't know.
Could be interesting.
But yeah, Kim, you guys ever get down? You too, Nancy. We already told you that. That's an open invitation. Let us know. But Kim, you guys too. Open invitation. You guys come on down. You know, we'll get him to the ocean and we'll go do some investigations and stuff.
Oh, yeah. That would be a blast.
It's a
Definitely.
good place to go to too, because St. Augustine has a lot of paranormal.
Oh shit!
So
Oh, yeah.
if you've never been there, that is a place to go.
Yeah, we spent.
I love St. Augustine. I almost moved there. I would have loved to have lived there. It is so interesting.
That's funny. We almost did too.
Yeah.
So I met you.
Yeah. I almost went to school there because I was going to college in Daytona, and there was a class that they didn't offer that I wanted to take, and it was in St. Augustine, but I didn't end
Oh.
up not doing it. It was for travel and tourism. So, but the college up there.
Oh yeah, Kat.
its
We'll meet
own
up.
Is
You guys
something
get
to
down
see.
here, man. We'll meet up.
The college up there is very old and it's really
Mhm.
historical. It's really beautiful inside. It's awesome place just to go in the lobby.
Oh, you showed me. We walked
Yeah,
there.
we went through it a little bit. They do tours sometimes, so you
Oh.
can see the whole
Around.
college inside. It's so beautiful.
Remember, you got us lost coming back.
Yeah.
We're walking. How do you get lost walking
Well,
in
I
St.
couldn't-
Augustine?
I hadn't been there in a long
We
time.
was going up alleys. I'm like, no, we came down the main street. No, we didn't.
The
Whatever.
only thing with St.
Then
Augustine.
we get to the main street. She goes, I told you we came down the main street. I'm like, what the fuck? Don't be serious. But yeah, beautiful place. Yeah. But you know, it's the oldest city in the United States. So
And the lighthouse we went in is supposed to be haunted.
yeah.
Of course, the fort is haunted because people, because of the war and that they died there and stuff. So, but things, all the stores and
That's-
stuff closed like at 5 o'clock. So
Well, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
you get some of the bars are still open.
No, the bar's still late. But there's one street that kind of reminds you of, what is it in, what I always call it? It looks like where Mardi Gras is.
Oh,
Bourbon
yeah,
Street?
like New Orleans used to
Yeah,
be.
it looks like
kinda,
New Orleans. This
kinda.
one street, they've got a cigar bar there, and they have jazz music
Yeah,
live.
I like going
Live
there.
jazz music, guys
It's really
playing jazz.
cool there, yeah.
And you come
Yeah.
in, you get a free cigar with your first drink.
Yeah, we stayed there a long time.
Oh.
We
Yeah, that's
actually-
a weekend thing, though. You can't just
Yeah.
go spend the day there. I'm sorry, but you can't.
Well, we think we've seen Angelina Jolie's father there.
Yeah.
We really.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
even talked to us.
This guy was real important. You could tell.
Yeah. He was
I mean, just-
popular. He looked just like him, and he was dancing, and him and his
So
wife.
we're standing there. I went up and got us
Yeah.
some drinks, and
Yeah.
come back. So we're standing there waiting on like a little table to sit at, and he comes over and he says, "Hey, how you guys doing now?" I said, "Oh, we're doing pretty good. Just waiting on the place to sit down." He says, "Follow me." He come over and gave us this table, and the waitress come out and said, "That's reserved." He said, "I know from my two friends right here," and they said, "Oh."
Damn.
And it wasn't for us, but as soon as he said for my two friends, they was like, "Oh."
But everybody in there talked to him like they've known him for years.
And he kept.
So I think
he bought us
lives
drinks
in St.
and-
Augustine in a condo or a home there. Maybe in the wintertime.
Well, we looked it up. He's
So-
around here.
Yeah.
But
So I think he lives up in that area somewhere.
yeah, he was very well known. And he bought us drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he said, "Put their tab on mine."
Yeah. He was
I was
pretty
like,
cool.
"Another picture, please."
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I believe that's who he was. So that was interesting. I met some interesting things of people. I believe I also took care of a country singer, but he went underneath a different name. I believe I went to his home and he looked so familiar. And I'm like, oh my God, he's got to be a country singer.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And he lived out in the middle of nowhere, and he had a house in the middle, like a big, huge property, huge, and he had giraffes walking around. I was like, oh yeah, yeah. But I wasn't supposed to know who he was, and I was just supposed to go in and do my job and leave. So that's what I did. But I believe he was a country singer. The patient that I took care of a while back. Yeah. That was interesting. I've had some interesting things happen.
Well, the other day he was telling me about you found out that people
I had a patient the other day that I took care of. I take care of her husband, and she was really grateful that I came because he's a difficult man, and I got him in to give him clean bathing.
Right.
And
Anyway.
so she took me into her office and she was showing me her grandchildren and stuff. And there's these pictures of Ed McMahon
Yeah.
and Nelson with her and her husband. And
Wow.
who did I say? It was Nelson.
All them famous celebrities.
A close friend of theirs, to the point where he bought off the mortgage on the house that they're in right now. Nelson. I can't remember his first name. But I mean, there was all these pictures and everything.
What else?
I'll try to take some.
Wow.
Yeah, there's another one too. There's three of them.
I thought Ed McMahon.
No, not Ed McMahon. There was another guy. I can't remember his name.
I don't know. You told me all.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
she saw the pictures of them just
Yeah.
hanging out together.
Yeah, they were all hanging out
And
together.
what'd she say? She says, "Yeah, we're broke as hell,
Yeah.
and they're rich." And
Yeah, she says well, she used to be a high class jeweler. She would travel and she lived in Manhattan. But I guess everybody else had all this money. She learned that probably they bought the jewelry. I would assume that's how she met them. And they become friends and stuff like that. And she would hang out with them. So some of them have taken care of them, but she says she'll admit she's as broke as anybody else. She says, I'm broke.
but she says, as you can see, all our friends.
Right.
Yeah.
But
no.
so they don't. But they don't ask for money from them.
No. So I thought it was interesting. Oh, I get some interesting people.
Wow.
hmm
That's really cool.
My mother, she used to work at Walmart in Summerfield, and Stephen King lives in the Villages,
Yeah.
and she
He subbed to my channel, by the way.
he's up to Shaver's channel. So she was standing, she was a cashier, and he came through her line, and my mother looked at him because my mother loves his books, and she says, I know who you are. And he said, please don't say anything. And she says, I won't. And, he left. But, yeah. So there's been rumors that he lives in the Villages here.
We has to be around here somewhere.
Yeah. I believe that. But there's a lot of famous people that live in the Villages here that you don't know about. Yeah, they keep quiet. There's lots of $1 million homes over in there, and some of them live in Claremont too, which I have to go through 2 securities to get into this one gated community place. I'm like, who the heck is living in this place? I have to show my driver's license.
Yeah.
I go through one, and then I got to go through another gate to get in.
Driver's license. Yeah.
Unbelievable, and these houses are Oh my God, amazing.
But we're
Amazing.
only an hour away from
Yeah.
what's his name?
Who, John Travolta?
John Travolta.
Oh, I have a story on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're an hour away from where he lives.
Yeah.
Now, by the way, that's not. He don't own that airport. John Travolta.
Right?
He don't own it.
No, my daughter's an epileptic. So my daughter was diagnosed at 6 weeks old. So we went to, he does premieres here in Ocala, and he did the Wild Hog movie.
Yeah.
And he did a premiere with him and his wife, and they go and they take the orphanage children, and they take them to the movies when he does his premiere, and he'll sit with them and buy them popcorn and pay for the movie and everything. So my kids, this is way before I met Shaver. I was living and taking care of my kids by myself, and the kids wanted to go to the movies, wanted to see this movie. So I said, okay, fine, no problem. It's Friday night, you know. So I was like, well, we better go early so we can get tickets, and then we'll go eat, and then we'll come back. And they said, okay. So as I'm driving in, my daughter says, you know, John Travolta's going to be here. I said, no. And she says, well, he is. He's supposed to be here. And I'm thinking, my daughter exaggerates, you know? So I'm like, yeah, okay. You know, so we drive up, and there's a red carpet, and it's gated off, and there's a podium up by the theater door. And I'm like, oh, my God, she's right. He's coming. I got excited because I got the Grease album and all that crap. You know? I remember bouncing on my bed all Google-eyed over him.
He needs to go out on one.
So I was excited. I was like, okay. So I said, well, let's get our tickets and we'll wait for him to come and we'll see if we can get his autograph. So we did, and we're standing there, and of course it gets really crowded and everything. We got up near the podium where he was going to speak. So he comes, him and his wife on motorcycles, the one each, and they come up and they get off and they start way at the end and they start shaking people's hands and doing autographs and everything. And everybody's screaming and yelling and all that crap, right? So we're waiting. He's getting closer. And I said, Leslie, here's a piece of paper and a pen. Try to get his autograph because she's skinny and she can wiggle in, you know, a little bit. So she's waving it. He's bypassing her, doing everybody else's by hers. But Kelly grabbed the paper and wrote her initials, her signature on it. So she turned around. She says, Mom, I got Kelly's signature. All excited. What did she do? She passes out. She goes sheet white, and she goes into a grand mal seizure.
Oh, my gosh.
All these people are yelling and screaming, and there's nothing but a huge crowd, okay? I'm holding her by two hands, trying to keep her up because I was afraid of them trampling her. And I'm screaming, but nobody can hear me because everybody's yelling, right? So I got eye contact to the security that was behind Kelly. And he looked at me and said, what's wrong? And I said, she's having a seizure. And he jumped over and tried to get rid of the crowd. And they couldn't get rid of it. So he called somebody. All of a sudden, you got this big, huge black guy. He comes out, and he's big, huge muscles, huge. And he yells. All he says, if y'all don't move now, y'all going to jail. Y'all swamp.
Oh, my God.
John Travolta inside, and he couldn't do a speech. So they had to call an ambulance. We took her to the hospital, and she was released within you know, it took a long time, but she was released and gone home. So a few days later, the hospital's calling me. And I'm like, they found a test. They've done a test and they found something else, you know?
So sad.
She says, well, I have something to tell you. She says, John Travolta has contacted us, and they were very concerned and upset about what happened to your daughter, and they wanted to send roses to her. And, but because of confidentiality law, that they couldn't give out my phone number. So he gave them his phone number. So I was like, well, should I call it? Everybody's going, yeah, you should call it. So call it. And of course, you don't get John Travolta. You get his security guards, okay? So I called him, told him who I was and everything. So what he did, he sent a dozen roses, which were all different colors. They were really beautiful. And they sent a guy in a car, and he worked for John Travolta, and he came to the house, and he gave a picture of him and Kelly, each one, and it said, "Hope you get better soon, Nestle," on it from John Travolta, and then the other one was the same with Kelly on it. So she got those, and then he also called her on the telephone while he was flying from where he lives here to California. So that was pretty cool.
Wow.
So we took the flowers and we framed the pictures, and she has them still. So yeah,
That's really cool.
but at that time, I didn't know that John Travolta's son was an epileptic, and I believe that's probably why it touched him, because of his son. So I thought it was really nice.
Well, I hope my seizures don't come back, man. I know what it's like. It's horrible having to go through that.
Yeah. Well, Leslie was diagnosed at 6 weeks, and honestly, I believe that she outgrew the womb. She was past due, and they had to induce labor, but I didn't take an epidural. I didn't do it. I did it all natural, but she had a bowel movement in it, and I think that she lost oxygen that she should have been taken sooner. But can you prove it? You can't. So, but she had seizures through a couple of years. They put her on phenobarbital. It's an old medicine, but it works very well. But it can eat the liver, so they don't want to keep you on it too long. So they weaned her off of it, and they went away. And we were like, oh my God, they're gone. And we were really happy they were gone. And she hit puberty, and they came back even worse. Leslie can have 12 seizures a day.
I'm on carbamazepine or carbachol. I'm on.
See, they have to change Leslie's because her body gets used to it, and she goes right into another seizure. So she, Leslie's lucky she's alive. They told me to prepare for a funeral when she was 6 weeks old. So
Wow.
I still have her. She's 28 now, and she's had 2 children, and she's been married. So she's like, I let her do what she wants and explore and live her life because I don't know how long Leslie will live. But she's been doing good so far. So. Leslie can't have the seizure, the surgery, because it's in all through the whole brain. It's not in one particular area.
All right.
Yeah. So.
And that's what they were beginning to think about me too, with my seizures, that they were all over. It was all over my brain, and with the fluid, with all the fluid I had on my brain, they were thinking that there was no one place that they could pinpoint it to, because they tried to map it out several times, and they said it was just all over.
Yeah. What can you do? I mean, she lives her life the best she can, a little bit too much, more than I want. Problem with Leslie, she's very high-strung personality, so she wants to fight it because she wants to be like everybody else. She wants to drive a car. She wants to go and hang out at the bars, and any flashing light will put her into a seizure. So it's no fun. A cop car, ambulance goes by with the flashing lights, she'll go right into a seizure. So she can't look at them. She has to look down or wear sunglasses, or she's not supposed to. And of course,
that's what I do. Every time the ambulance goes by here, it goes by me and I'm outside, I just look down.
Yeah.
Because I can't look at them, because it will send you into it.
Yeah. I knew the ambulance drivers by heart because they would come to the house every day. They were coming. I knew all their names. They knew us and everything. Yeah. It was terrible there for a while, but yeah, she lives her life as best she can.
All right.
It was cool that we got to see John Travolta and got flowers from her and stuff. That was kind of cool. And they kept saying to me every time they called me a few times. I didn't get to talk to him. My daughter did. I wasn't there at the time when he called. But I guess the security guards or whatever, they kept calling me, asking me, "Did you see the movie? Did you see the movie?" And I said, "No, we hadn't gone back." So, but they knew I had already bought tickets, so they told us, "Well, anytime we're ready, just tell them at the theater that who you are, and they'll let you right in with no problem." And we did. And we had no problem. We saw the movie eventually.
They let you in.
Yeah. It was pretty cool though. It was kind of nice, especially after what kids have been through, all that crap.
Oh, but there's a line in integrity.
Yeah, it was something special. Oh yeah, I got stories, lots of stories.
See, my stories are real.
Well, so am I.
I
got that haunted motel
I sat and drank whiskey with Merle Haggard. Come on, that's a pretty good story.
Yeah, that's a pretty.
Wow, Merle Haggard. That had to have been some time ago.
Yeah, it was. I was that was my 21 birthday. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I will tell that story on another live stream sometime because it's a true story, but it was fun.
Yeah.
It was really.
Well, you can tell that one, and I'll tell you the story of when I met Patsy Cline's husband in Tennessee.
Holy shit!
Well, that'd be cool.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
No way!
I didn't even know. Yeah.
Wow.
So that was great.
Is that going to be in your book?
No, that's not going to be in there. But I'm a huge Patsy Cline fan ever since I was a teenager. I know it was weird. I'm a teenager and I loved oldies music versus current music. It's just what I grew up on, and
Right.
and everybody around me. I was big with my family. That's mostly who I was around. And so all of my family listened to old country. And so I became fascinated with Patsy Cline. I just adored her. And so one spring break, we took a trip down to Tennessee. But I'll save that story. I'm just going to just give like a little sneak peek there. But yeah, you share that story, Shea Bear, and I'll share my Patsy Cline story.
Sounds good. So we'll have to do another hangout.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm down.
You down, Nancy?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's down.
Hopefully next time we can get Ben to come in and hang out with us.
Yeah.
I think he might have some, something to do. I don't know. He just, he'd love to, but.
Well, he's been so frustrated with YouTube lately that he just.
I know.
Well, he ain't the only one.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely, he's not the only one. It's
like the word video was 51 views last night. It's 46 now. I got a what's it called? Notification that they're having problems with the analytics and stuff like that. But it's up to date for the past 2 days, and I'm like, how can it be?
Right.
If you're having a freaking problem now, And every time I say something about YouTube, my shit gets demonetized. Like, fuck you, YouTube. It gets demonetized. It ain't the F word. It's because you was talking about a particular party. I'm like, the only party I talked about was YouTube, and they're like, yeah, well, that's probably what it was. I'm like, what the? What, they don't like to hear it? I mean, they're robbing us. That's stealing money from them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if they take away the views, they take away the ads, which is AdSense, which is what I make the money on. Stupid idiots. And every time they demonetize something, I go ahead and I'll put in a manual review, and okay, fine. The next day, okay, and now it's suitable and everything. But in the meantime, they took away 10 views, and it's like, well, where'd all that ad revenue go? And I look over at my ad revenue, and my money went down from 133 to 130. It's like, what the hell?
It's not like you're making.
Well, that's just it. I think it's because they don't want to pay anybody.
No.
They don't. And see, the big guys like fucking PewDiePie and all them guys, they don't, they got so much, they ain't got time to look at what's coming in. And I'll bet they're getting screwed big time because we're not the only ones. They just don't notice it, you know.
Right now.
Yeah.
And they've got
so big.
and they're like filmmakers. They got people that do that shit for them, you know.
Yeah, I was watching one. She had 3 camera people. She says, "Well, I don't like to edit my stuff." She says, "I hire people." To do it. I'm like,
Oh, good Lord.
And
it's supposed to be for regular people, not for
that's
filmmakers.
That's what this
Yeah.
algorithm is supposed to be. That's what this is supposed to be about. Is what it's supposed to be to, to what I've said it a million times. You know, you're supposed to be able to express yourself through video, and they didn't want all these professional people. This is YouTube. That's what YouTube. No, it's not. It's their fucking tube.
Yeah.
And sorry, Nancy, but I mean.
Well, we were watching that one guy one night, and he was saying, "Well, I'm a filmmaker." Well, then why are you on YouTube?
Well, see, I think I mentioned that before, but I'll tell you right now. Yeah, I've messaged a few of them. They got back with me. I'm like, "You're a YouTuber." I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a filmmaker. Oh, you are. I'm a creator.
Yeah.
You are. Okay, so when was the last time you edited a video? Well, my crew does that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a filmmaker. So what films have I seen? Oh, have you seen this? Well, no. Have you seen that? No. Have you seen this? Yeah, that's how I got a hold of you. I seen that one video on YouTube. So where are your films being shown? Are they being shown on HBO? No. Are they being shown on Travel Channel? No. Are they being shown on History Channel? No. Where are they being? Where's your films being shown? Well, YouTube. So you're a fucking YouTuber. Goddamn, what the fuck? I'm sorry, Nancy, about my language, but damn.
No, that's okay.
It pisses me off. That they do that shit. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a creator. No, you're not. Where's your shit at other than here? Other than, media. Other than this shit. Twitter. No, I mean, where are your films at? The same fucking place as mine is. You're a YouTuber, just like me. You just make more money than me, because you fake your shit. And they block my ass, and I can't see their shit no more. Big fucking deal. Block me, but they're still watching me because they're using my sayings. They're using her sayings. They're doing everything I'm doing.
That was funny. The clicking. Shea Bear did that one video. The next few videos that we were watching, the talking show.
Now everybody's doing this.
Everybody was doing it.
And boom, it's like when I did.
Well, at least we know they're watching you.
Well, they're not subscribed.
No, they don't subscribe. They just watch.
And they just skip through, so they're not making me any money. Fuckers, I hate that shit. There's nothing. Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Carol is here. And I'm broke.
Nothing edited. No, nothing edited.
Join the crowd. You want in, Carol? I'll bring you up.
Yes, bring her in. Bring her in.
Yeah.
I'll send her a thing.
Yeah, bring her in. The more the merrier.
All right.
Yeah.
Just put the link in the chat, but when they come into the basement, they won't be able to get in without your approval anyway.
Put the link in the chat.
Yep. Because they can't get in without you
Right.
putting them up anyway. So if somebody tries to come in, you decide who comes in.
There you go. Okay, Carol, lick it. Go on that link.
Lick it. Okay, Carol, lick it.
That's the wine. Cheap wine.
But yeah, you know what I mean. I mean, it's
I'm not
like
coming in. Why?
Why, Carol?
Now.
come on, Carol.
Maybe she's in her jammies and she don't want everybody in America to see her in her jammies.
We don't care. I'm sure I've seen worse. I mean, come on. It's what one time I had an 80-year-old woman say, "You want to see my titties?" I said, "Yeah."
I'm
She
drinking
unrolled
and
'em.
watching. Well, I'm drinking too.
And I said, "Okay, roll them back up." So,
Okay, thanks, Shaver. I think I'm gonna go vomit now.
that's all right.
I'm going to vomit now.
It's okay. Yeah, it's all right. We all do that.
Just some images you cannot get out. You know, just some images you cannot get out of your head, and that's one of them. Thanks, Shea Bear. And I'm a nightmare.
I'll be dreaming like I'm dreaming the door.
That reminds me. Remember one time me and your uncle was over where they stayed?
Oh, you mean in why would you ask?
Randy and Debbie.
Yeah, New Smyrna.
New Smyrna, and me and her uncle, you know, we walk side by side, and the girls, they lag behind, you know, because they're old, they're in their 70s. And this built girl, she must have been about 17, 18, rolls down this hill, right?
Oh, yeah,
She trips and
I
falls.
remember that.
Built, and she's
Yeah,
flopping.
bikini and oh my god.
Yeah, but so we're in the truck going back to their condo, right? And she's like, "I know you saw that." I said, "Okay, but how can I unsee it?" And so Randy says, "Oh, I got to remember that one." And Debbie looked at him and said, "So what do you got to say about it?" He goes, "Well, how can I unsee it?" Because you can't. I mean, they're like, "You're gawking at her." No, we was going to go help her for real if she needed help, but her friends was there, so they helped her. I mean, what? How do you unsee that? I mean,
of course, her boobs are hanging out of her beans.
well, they was fixed.
Oh, of course.
I mean, it was a steep bank, you know, and she fell.
And you should have seen their eyeballs. They were falling out. You thought they were on the sand.
It
they were
was.
falling out so bad.
Yeah,
It's kind of like seeing a tragic airplane accident. You can't unsee that. You know, it's like you don't want to do anything, but yet you're telling your friend, "Hey, Dave, let's go look at the bodies." You know, I mean, how do you unsee that?
Yeah, be prepared. You see all kinds of stuff in Daytona on the beach. Or
I mean, what if a dude's 8-inch wang flipped down? She was looking at it. I wouldn't bitch. She's human.
I have seen women that are 400 pounds in bikinis.
Oh, gross. Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I'm like, really?
Ask you to. Yeah, ask you to. You guys see that? Ask you to, because they remove views daily, so you can unsee it.
Yeah.
Nope. They can just remove it, but it's still in your head, Carol. It's still here.
Once it's seen it, you've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen some stuff in Daytona.
Oh, I'm
We
sure.
lived
You
in.
grew up there.
Yeah, well, see,
from
my parents' motel was right on the beach. It was one of the smallest motels in Daytona Beach, on the beach. Most of them are across the road, and it had an in-ground swimming pool. So, every day I went to the ocean. Was my backyard. It was pretty cool though. I got to see whales. They did all kinds of stuff, especially like in January and February, the best time to see the whales because it's cold and they'll swim and do tricks up in the ocean and stuff. Really cool. I've seen dolphins and all kinds of stuff. So. And then I've had hauntedness in that hotel, so we've had that. I got my brick. Maybe it's the brick because I did bring the brick home, from that motel. See, my mother, she didn't see, I never saw him because I was in college and I was coming back and forth and I was working, but she cleaned all the rooms. So my parents did basically everything. They didn't hire anybody. So she was in one of the rooms, room 5, and she would clean it. No, it's room 5. And she'd clean it and she, things would be on the floor, when she came back and stuff like that. But she actually saw the child. Can't remember if it was boy or girl. But
well, you told me boy, but your aunt said it was a girl.
What I found out is that there was a drowning in the swimming pool, which is weird. And they died at that motel before we even bought it. So, but the thing is that spookier. My son had a near drowning in that pool too.
Same pool.
In the same pool. That's a story on its own too.
Yeah, that's another story. But yeah,
that's a scary story.
But now tell them you brought a brick home from there.
So what happened? My parents were getting sick. I was living in North Carolina. I was married.
Right.
Stuff. Okay. So they sold the motel to these couple from the Virgin Islands. They came up, bought the place. My father said, "Keep it the way it is. You'll have no problem. It's a family-oriented place and everything, right?" So they didn't do that. They decided to change it and make it a biker place. Well, it didn't do too well. Their relationship wasn't doing well. They decided to sell it. Well, at that time, Donald Trump was trying to buy properties in Daytona because they were trying to pass a casino law. And the casino law that was on the ballot, so they thought it was going to pass this time. Finally, they thought it was really going to happen. So Donald Trump bought 6 motels in a row. He gave them each $1 million. And what they did is they flattened them. And they were gone.
Oh.
And what happened is, of course, the casinos didn't pass the ballot. And at that time, there was another woman that was head of Daytona, and she didn't want the tourism, and she was trying to get rid of it completely in Daytona, trying to get rid of all of it.
And that's what Daytona is.
Right.
The tourist city.
And she was succeeding, but she passed away.
Anyway.
So there was another mayor that came in, and of course, at that time, the economy fell, and Trump bought all these properties, gave them each $1 million. So what they did, they paid my parents completely off instead of having installment payments every month that they thought they were going to get until they died. Well, they got one lump sum. So what happened is the government came in and took 50% of what my parents got, and they took it for taxes. My parents lost money instead of gaining money.
They screwed up. What I'm talking about is the brick.
So what happened is he bought it. Anyways, it was flattened and everything. Many years go by, and we decided to go to Daytona. I said, well, I want to go see the motel, you know. So there's a walkway they have built, and I could walk right up and get onto the grass there. So we were up there. So I found a brick there, and I'm like, I'm taking it home.
She said, that's my brick. I'm taking it home.
Yeah. So I brought the brick home.
But from the haunted hotel.
Right.
And the brick
from that child
is right out in the kitchen.
It sits there on the doorway.
Up beside the kitchen. Yeah, we got a little thing there.
Yeah. So maybe I brought something home from that. I don't know.
There you go. Because that's actually about the same time you got the doll.
Yeah.
And that's the same time shit started going a little weird. Nothing major bad has ever happened.
No.
Just little things like the door opening and stuff. But, you know, is it the doll? Is it that brick? See, you forget to mention to people you brought a brick home from the haunted hotel.
Yeah.
Which you have a lot of memories there.
Oh, yeah.
So that could have something to do with it.
Yeah.
That could be your residual memories.
Because I was in high school when my parents bought that place. I was going into grade 9 when we moved here.
So you're about 15-ish.
Yeah. I actually had my first birthday, 16th birthday in Florida.
Yeah. Your sweet 16. Yeah. So see, that can still be instilled in that brick. It's
definitely.
So it could be the brick, because that's when actually the weird stuff started happening. Like I say, we've never had anything bad, but weird, stupid, weird shit.
Right.
So it could be from the brick, which is about the same time that you got the doll.
Yeah.
So maybe it ain't the doll. We slept with the doll.
Yeah. Okay.
But I was drinking that night, so I don't know what happened.
See, I'd like to write a book myself.
Well, go for it. You guys get together.
Well, I'm going to write a book about my experience as a kid living in a motel and running a motel at the
After moving to this country from another country.
Well,
I'll buy a
well,
coffee.
see, I didn't just move from state to state. I was 15 moving from country to country.
Yeah.
And I had to leave all my friends, a boyfriend,
Everything.
all that thing. And
Yeah.
it wasn't easy. I was kind of excited at first because I always saw the movies, you know, you have the fire on the beach and it was so cool.
And you can't do that on
You
Daytona.
can't do that.
She got the
In
Daytona.
reality, you don't do that. No, they don't do fire.
But yeah, she had to leave her boyfriend. You know, I mean, 15, she's got a boyfriend. And, you know, she's got records and all this stuff. And you can't bring that across the border. You can only bring stuff that you can declare.
Well, everything that we brought, we had to write down everything in a box. We had to label every box, like 1, 2, 3, and we had to write it down on a piece of paper with everything was in that box. So at the border, if they wanted to, they could look at that list and go in and say, okay, we'll pick box 3. What's in that box? Well, it better be in there because if there's something else in there, you're in trouble.
Yeah, so if you have somebody else packing your shit, it could be wrong. But what'd you do? You put clothes on top of clothes. Because back in the, back then that was, it wasn't like it is now. So she wore like a tank top, then another tank top, and then another shirt.
What we do in Canada, we would come to the States because it was cheaper for us to buy our school clothes.
And because anything you got on your person, you could.
Well, back then you had Kmart, okay? And my mother would take $100 and buy me a whole year of clothes for school. So in order to take them back to Canada, we would have to wear them on our bodies so they wouldn't see them. So we would I'd have 5 pairs of jeans on and I have sweaters and t-shirts on and we'd be going through the border. My mother says, shh, don't say nothing. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm sweating. It's August.
Oh my gosh.
But we never got in trouble. My uncle used to work for the border. He started at 16 and he worked his way up and he plowed the Rainbow Bridge and stuff. So we had
interesting.
Yeah. But I've had an interesting life.
So that's why you need live feeds on your channel, your live streams, and talking about your stories.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I think, don't you, Nancy? I think she should do that.
Yep, I do.
I've been telling her that. I said, well, look, you got all these, thank you for putting them on mine, but I think she's got her own channel. I think she needs to do a live stream and tell these stories.
Well, they won't let me live stream off my phone anymore.
No, but you can do it off your laptop, which is sitting right there. Yeah, you can do, or on this one. Yeah, you can do it on this computer right here. I think she needs to do more of that, or get you a series going of how it started. Do you like 20 minutes of this is where I'm going, and keep going, and you can do that. But I think your live streams, I think you should do more, and you should do them on that because it's very interesting. Because just like Night, I'm learning more and more about her. So and it's pretty cool.
It wasn't easy though, being a teenager coming it was hard to come to Florida. It was really, really hard.
Well, like you said, you left your friends, you had a boyfriend, you had to say, see you.
I also have my Canadian accent, which I really now have more of a Southern accent because I went to school here. But when I was in math class, I had a teacher, he had a big Southern drawl. Oh my God. I could not understand him to the point I couldn't understand the math that he was teaching me. I'd actually have to stay after school and he would have to go slower
what's your boyfriend?
Because of the accent. I just couldn't get him. I was like,
what the boyfriend you had leave, wasn't he a hockey player or something?
Yeah.
Because hockey's big and he was a hockey player. I mean, so she had to leave a lot of stuff behind.
Well, my cousin in Canada,
and her loved
John
her
Turco,
cousin.
he was a professional hockey player in Canada.
Yeah, he's on Facebook.
Yeah.
He sends me shit all the time, man.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
In fact, he had seizures. I think he still
that's
has
why he
seizures.
couldn't. That's why he couldn't go with his hockey.
Right. Yes.
Because they stopped him because he had seizures. But yeah, he's
and then
really
I
cool.
have 2 cousins that are Manatee policemen.
Yeah, that's funny.
We went to the wedding and he was all in his outfit. It was pretty cool.
Nah, I'm sure his hands and everything, and put handcuffs on me as soon as I come in. Hey, shake your hand. How you doing? Because I got kicked out of Canada one time about 25 years ago. But that's another story too.
We won't tell them that you got
I'm allowed back now though. It was a 20-year thing. That was stupid shit. I'll tell you guys about that. It's funny now, you know. Well, it's like funny a week later because I never got charged with nothing like per se. So, but it was just it was stupid shit. They thought I was a pimp, but we'll leave it at that. So that's another thing, Kim. Another stories we can go back and forth and do these lives.
really.
Well, yeah, it was a prostitution thing. Anyhow.
Oh my.
I went to collect some money from somebody. That was a prostitute.
Well, that's a big thing.
And I'm the one that got busted, and they thought it was for me. And when it found out that I was cool, they was like, "Well, just go."
Well, the Eskimos were doing that in Canada. They were coming over and they were crossing and doing prostitution.
Yeah, but this was like just
that was a big thing.
Me trying to hunt back in 1990. 1989. I'm just, hey, can you stop by a friend of mine? And this is where she's going to be. She owes me some money. So I pull up. I'm like, hey, you owe Ed some money? Yeah, here you go. I'm like, all right. She's like, well, you owe me some change. I'm like, well, how much? So I give her back change and they see me giving her money. Anyway, it wasn't what it seemed. I'm not that better. I mean, I've had my share of fun times, but that wasn't fun. I didn't even get to shoot the gun. They kept my gun.
Oh yeah, they'll keep your gun.
Yeah, they kept my gun.
Yeah.
For that, the only gun you're allowed to have.
Or you can stay here.
Gun.
Or you can stay here, and fight for what you think is yours. I'm like, yeah, I can do that. This could take 3 months, maybe a year. I'm like, yeah, I can do that. But in the meantime, you may be put in prison. I'm like, wait a minute. Just let me walk across the border. They drove me across.
Yeah, you don't get.
But they came to the cabin. They came to the cabin on horses. Yep. Pick me up. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do? You're under arrest, Dave. That was polite as shit. But they
What?
Yeah, but that was mean as fuck too because I didn't get. They put me on the back of this horse, man. I'm like, oh man. I mean, yeah, that's another story. But anyway, how do you get kicked out of a fucking country when you ain't doing that? Come find out, my buddy. Yeah, he's the one that's running prostitute shit. And I wouldn't have
hanging around people. Don't hang out with those people.
Well, this was 89, 90.
It still was illegal.
1990. So that's what, 30 fucking years or some shit.
She's gonna hit the link, y'all, and I'm on my laptop and no fancy shit. Well, that's okay. We're good, Nan. Carol. That's
She's
fine.
gonna hit the link.
Yep. Let's see your face.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's what she said.
Wait, do I have her?
You gave it to her, so she should come up.
All right.
It'll work on your laptop. It'll work on your mobile phone too. Well, on some mobile phones it works.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
So she should come up here. She clicked on.
Yeah, because sometimes I would like to do a live feed while I'm in between my jobs. I could sit you in my cup and just talk.
Yeah, she did that. She's calling me, right? I'm in.
She got her bowl on now.
I got
She's got
one.
blue eyes. That's pretty.
Yeah, she said that
Yeah.
earlier. So I've got one uploading.
Oh, gotta connect.
There we go.
Here
I've
she
got one
comes.
uploading. I'm working on another one. She's calling me. Driving down the road. There she is.
Hey!
Well, hello,
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, look at that face.
She's being froze.
Cheers!
Yeah, I'm gonna get another one too.
Cheers!
Drink it all.
Say hi to nothing.
Yeah.
Carol, mute your YouTube.
Oh, this is cool.
Mute the YouTube.
Huh?
We can't hear her.
I think she's trying to figure it out.
Yeah, her microphone's not on or something.
Turn your volume up. There you go. Now you should be able to talk. I have to hit the volume on your phone, not on this program. I think she's using her telephone.
Yeah, she might be.
Yeah. I think she's using her phone. You see that big tree that down in her house?
Yeah, she might be.
Yeah. I think she's in her phone. Yeah, she's in her pajamas. I see her pajamas.
Yeah, she might be.
Yeah. Really? Oh, she's in her pajamas. I see her pajamas.
Nothing edited. Nothing.
What the hell is wrong with this shit?
You hear her, Nancy?
You have to mute your YouTube. Carol, you need to mute the YouTube. Sorry, I'm here.
Oh, no, she went away.
She left. Where you go?
She probably can't figure it out.
Yeah, she looked confused. But she was there.
Yeah.
She was
Well,
there.
she just needed to mute her YouTube. That's all she needed to do.
Maybe she's trying to do it. I don't know.
I don't know. Tell her to mute her YouTube
She already told her.
and then come back.
She already told her.
Well, maybe she didn't hear.
Okay, hold on. I'll write it in chat.
Okay.
I heard that. Jeez, what the fuck are you?
Hey there, calm down.
Yes, man.
There she is.
Oh, she's back.
Yeah, she came back.
She's back. Told you, she'll be back.
Hey there, calm down.
There she is.
There we go. Now, can you hear us? Oh, wait. No, she can't hear us because her
She's got
microphone's
it
muted.
muted.
Turn your microphone on, sweetie. There we go. Wait. Hello, Carol.
Hey, y'all.
Carol.
There's too much noise.
Hello, Carol.
Microphone on, sweetie. There we go. Wait. Hello, Carol.
Hey, y'all.
Okay, she needs to mute Carol, mute your YouTube. Microphone on, sweetie. There we go. She needs to mute Carol, mute your YouTube.
I don't know how to turn the damn mic on.
Oh, she don't know how to turn the mic on. Nancy.
No, she doesn't know how to mute the YouTube.
Oh, you got to mute the YouTube, Carol. The mic on.
No, she doesn't know how to mute the YouTube.
Okay, is that working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Mute the fucking mute button. Okay.
Good job, Carol.
Thank you.
Kim,
I want a cookie for
Kim,
that.
do you know Carol?
I joined Kim's channel the other day after your challenge.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you for that.
No, there's one out for you too. I threw it out on Shea Bears.
Yeah.
That's what I
I
heard.
told you. I told her about that earlier. That's. Remember, I was telling you about the whole get cheese and the
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
See? Pig's feet,
Look,
you gotta eat them.
Yeah. You got to do it. Just like you know.
I'll do it. I'll do it. You know what? You know what? I think we should do it on a live feed. I think we should all do it and do it live.
Oh, that's an
Oh,
excellent
that would be
idea.
good.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Support each other.
Yeah, because I need another jar of pig feet because I ate that whole damn jar, y'all.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
can't.
my dad used to eat that all the time, man.
What
I
is it?
showed it to Dino. He said, I ain't eating that shit.
Yeah, we should do that at live. What do you guys think? Next weekend we all do the thing?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well,
Let's
I
do it.
found the pig's
Yep.
feet in Winn Dixie. I don't know about the other one though. I haven't found it yet.
I'll tell you this, that hog head cheese, because it's store bought, that's some nasty shit. I make my own. And that was just, they went across the
That's part of the challenge.
dogs.
So I'll have to just buy it at the store unless you send me some. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. It'd be rotten by the time you got it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
really wouldn't eat then.
That'd be a cool challenge, wouldn't
No.
it?
No.
To eat.
Eat some rotten hell.
I ain't eat no rotten shit. No.
Here. Probably somebody else will eat it on the way. Like,
Bastard.
yeah.
Hey Kim, what do you think? Kim, you want to do it
Hell yeah, I'm in. I'm in. I'll do it.
next weekend? Hey Nancy, you in?
Yeah.
I need to be drunk. Those
Oh yeah.
pig's feet were giving me goosey bumps at the store the other day when I
Holy.
Well, we can get drunk. It don't matter. This is my channel. We'll fucking get drunk. We'll eat pig's feet, hog head cheese, and foot cheese. We don't care.
Damn, he goes from big boobs to eating toe jam. Damn, you nasty dude.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
I gotta draw the line somewhere. I'm not eating feet. Sorry.
Hey, but now wait a minute. Wait a
got
minute.
nails in them too still.
Hey, Kim.
only feet
Hey, where's hubby at? He's got to be involved in this. He's
the only feet I eat is chicken feet.
he's
I ate those too. You cook them in gravy, girl.
Yep.
yeah.
You make a fricassee out of them.
Next hangout, man, better show up. Oh, it don't matter about me. You know what? Maybe I can talk him into it, but I'll tell you what. Get hubby. He's got to join us too. He's gonna be sitting right beside you.
All right. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got Carol. We got me. Oh yeah, we can kick ass. We can do it.
Yeah.
Hang on, y'all. I gotta go check on Dino. I'll be back in a minute.
I
Yeah, it's on. Let's do it. And hopefully I won't have a headache and I'll be able to drink a beer
Hopefully
with
we
you.
can get Ben in here too. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
all right.
yeah.
I'll talk him into coming in next Saturday, 8 o'clock. How's that sound with everybody?
Yeah, that sounds
Fine
good.
to me.
And I
All
think
right,
you
cool.
could,
So we're gonna all eat pig's feet and hog head cheese. Where's
Yes.
your man at, Kim? He's supposed to be home.
So does that mean I have to go to the store and go buy some pig's feet? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
They come in a jar at Winn Dixie.
Oh, that over here is so appetizing.
Because I got one after.
But I'm up for it. I'm up for it.
I
Okay.
got another one after that. We should do this every fucking Saturday.
At least nibble.
Oh, I just thought of another one. How about on another challenge? How about we do some chitlins?
Yeah.
Hell
Oh, yeah.
No,
That's
It what?
chitlins.
no,
I love
Chitlins.
chitlins.
Never heard of
no.
it.
Guts.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
chitlins are cool. I was thinking
Like a
some
good
cow
time,
tongue.
Kenny.
Cow tongue
Kenny!
is cool. You
Kenny, what's up, brother? I got you on here. What's up, Kenny? 525.
Hi,
Good
Kenny.
time, man. You want in on the challenge, buddy? All you got to do is say yeah,
Kenny,
but you have to be in.
You gotta eat the pig's feet.
Wait a minute, though. How many people can I have live?
I don't know. There's 4 now.
Oh, I'm sure you could probably have more than probably up to 6. I would think.
Oh, can you?
I think so. I watched a live stream the other day, and they had 6 people in their group. So.
But do they have to pay extra for it?
You can see I'm
no
on the
idea.
free part right now. That's why you're seeing the live or
Yeah, the logo.
the duck thing.
I think it's kind of cool though. The how it's advertising up there. I think that's kind of
Oh,
cool.
there. No, you lost them. You didn't put them in. I thought you were gonna put them in.
No, I was just showing what
Oh.
he. No, he didn't ask. So,
Oh. Hey guys.
but I gotta have to be able to use
Right. So we're all gonna eat pig's feet.
Yeah.
Oh, and my mother knew.
Well, Carol does it all the fucking time. My dad used to do it all the time. It's like you won't eat pickled eggs, but I will eat like a dozen without no problem.
No,
Oh yeah, I like
I
pickled eggs.
don't like it.
Pickled
We
eggs.
know pickled eggs. I don't like that shit neither. That's just nasty.
Oh,
What the
eat a
fuck
whole
you eat?
jar.
And you're all going to sleep
What?
in another room if you eat them at my house.
Shit. Well, I come to your house, you gonna go to the other room because I'm gonna eat my shit.
Clothes peg on my nose because he eats
What's a
those
clothes
things.
peg?
Figure it
I'd
out.
rather eat chicken legs.
Okay.
Well, we can substitute. This is our shit.
He
Come
said
on.
my grandpa
Ah,
ate pickled.
but yeah. Okay.
No.
Oh yeah, because I was thinking about cow tongue. Pickled cow tongue.
Oh,
Well, cow tongue's good, dude. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've had cow tongue before when I was younger. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Once
You
it's
cook it
pickled-
right, it's good.
y'all Southerners eat some weird stuff.
What? Y'all Southern. You're from Canada, talking like a Southern.
What?
Look, it's
Not my
it fucking
fault.
listen. It breaks down. It's not. You know, like the tongue, you don't have the taste buds. It breaks down, and you cut it like
He's saying ha ha ha.
you can cut it, and no problem. It's like real tender. It's really good.
What about
You take it, you drop it in boiling water, then you take it out of boiling water and you put it in ice water, you slice it, and all that skin comes off. Then you cut it in little bitty pieces, you stir fry it, and you make a gravy with it, and you eat the shit.
shit?
Yeah. What she said. Only one thing. We're gonna buy from the fucking butcher because I don't have time to do all that.
Yes, you do.
Here, you'd think it was. They're like $40 here now. They used to give them to us.
Are
when
you
we got our-
serious?
I'm serious as a heart attack. I was gonna buy one for Christmas, and Dino don't eat that either. But I was gonna buy one for Christmas.
For like $5.
Not here, not no more.
Damn.
We live down here in El Tiano land, you know. I mean, the more crap they
That's
eat.
why Ohio people eat that stuff. You're more northern.
Oh, I'm more northern. Yeah, I am north. I'm from the north. So are you.
Yeah. We never ate any of that. No, I know. I don't. Nobody
No,
I
because
know ever
did your
ate.
dad hunt? Did your dad raise
I'm talking
animals?
about my grandpa. You know, my grandpa did. He hunted.
All right.
No, look at Randy. Randy hunts. He does
Okay.
moose and deer and fish. and
Okay,
all that
but did you come from a family that ran a farm?
stuff. Well, my grandpa did in England.
I'm talking about did you grow up on a farm?
No, I did not come. I was never.
Aren't they just so cute when they do that?
Yes, I love it.
Watch your mouth.
Why? What's wrong with
It
that?
sounded like
No, we
You Yankees arguing over who's the most Yankees. That's as crazy as you get.
Oh my god. Look at me.
Oh,
sad.
anybody else? Oh my God! See, Carol's here. The party is here.
Yeah,
Yep, for sure.
Because she don't give a shit. Carol don't give a shit.
Shaver, you're gonna have to age restrict your
There's no filter. That's why it says nothing edited.
Shaver.
What it is.
Shaver,
Yeah, I think that name suits her very well.
Shaver. You're gonna have to age restrict this stream, or else YouTube is gonna ask you to take it down.
Do what?
You're gonna have to age restrict the stream.
Oh yeah, he will.
No.
Yeah, you will. You've done it before.
No.
Could be.
Huh. I'm just saying because of the language. That's all.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know. I don't give a shit. They just what they'll do is they'll demonetize it and I'll put it in for a thing and then they'll do it. So they do it for me or whatever it
Quite often.
is. Yeah.
Yes, the funny part is YouTube.
But yeah, I mean, well, you want me to do it now or?
No,
Well, no, you can do it after the stream.
yeah.
So.
Well, I don't care. See, like when we're hanging out together like this, I don't care if it's monetized or not.
It's lame, he said.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so if they want
And
to,
I'm-
demonetize this, that's cool because it's just friends hanging out. So this is not. I don't want to make money for us all hanging out because I don't, it'd be like us all hanging out in the living room. I don't, what I do want to make a lot of money on is like when we travel somewhere. But this is just cool. I don't care if they demonetize this or whatever. But yeah, they'll take care of it. And I always like something like this. I will, like if they, demonetize it, I'll just demonetize it again myself, and then they know I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? You follow me, Nancy?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so on these pickled pig's feet things, you just eat them right out of the jar? Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
That's the best
Yeah.
way for y'all.
That's what it sounds like we're doing.
That's the best way to do it because once you put them in the refrigerator, they'll get this gel on it that'll literally, to y'all, will make y'all sick. But to me, it's one of the best parts of it. But I would suggest since y'all are newbies to it, I'd eat it right off the shelf because once it goes in the refrigerator, it gets a gel on it, and that'll freak y'all to shit out. It'll look like something y'all seen before, but you're not gonna want to eat it on YouTube.
I really don't want to eat it. It does not have a ready.
Don't put in the fridge. Pickle pig.
I think Nancy caught that one.
What's in the fridge?
No, like a pickle egg. No. Where do you buy them from?
Well, in Florida, you put everything in the fridge.
No, you don't.
Because bread,
She
everything.
was grown that way because she moved from Canada to Florida and everything's got to be in the fridge because it's so hot down there.
Bread
But
goes
listen,
mildewy if
listen.
you don't.
No, yeah, if you don't eat it, it'll go mildew anywhere. But what I'm saying is, it's like you're always like, I'm in the fridge. What the fuck is the bread doing in the fridge? It'll go mildew.
And we
In the fridge, as soon as you take a piece of bread out, it's like crumble. Because the fridge takes.
It's not as soft because it's got.
It's soft. It's like already toasted. Okay, listen.
But if you're gonna eat bread in Florida, you've got to eat it right away.
Yeah, you do.
Here too, you'll get that little green hairy shit on it, and I'm not eating that either.
No, me neither.
But that's good shit.
No, you want penicillin, go get it from the doctor.
Hair on the chest. Huh?
No, it's penicillin.
Well, I don't need no penicillin.
Okay, anyway. So, all right, so everybody's in next Saturday, 8 o'clock. Pickle pig feet.
Okay.
No, Kenny.
What about the cheese? We doing that too? Or are we going to save that one for another challenge?
What
Well,
the?
we could do it the weekend after.
No, listen, Kenny. Here's the thing. Did you watch my video of the burger? Okay, I'm not doing the fucking Carolina. I'm not doing that. That's hotter. It was 2 points.
Yeah, and I can't eat stuff like that.
2
No, I don't eat hot food.
units. So Kenny, no. Kenny, you want to do it first and then challenge me, I will do it. But until then, no, because I just ate a sandwich that would kick your ass in the ground, take your name.
I really thought you would have been able to finish that sandwich.
Are you fucking kidding
I really
me?
thought you would have. I was
Nope.
cheering him on. I was doing everything. I was
So
trying
was
to
the waitress.
Insulation on him and everything. And but he did do 3 bites, and they were big bites.
Big bites.
When I saw that trimmer he did, I knew that food was too hot and he should leave it alone. That's why I don't mess with hot food. It does that to me. I get that tremor, and I'm not going to the
Why do
hospital
you
for a
know
heart
that?
attack.
I just couldn't see for a little bit.
They kept getting the hiccups.
Yeah, the
Couldn't
hiccups. Yeah, and I kept seeing these little things, and she was like, "What?" And I said, "Orbs," because that's all I could get out of my mouth. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't tremoring. I wasn't going to pass out, so I was like, "Cool." But it took a while. So from the time that the video, I actually ended the video, we still stayed there, what, over an hour?
He said, "Oh, I couldn't do it laughing out loud. Talk about ring of fire laughing out loud."
Yeah, no shit. But remember what? After the video quit, that's when and then we went. It was over an hour, so it was, man, it was terrible.
And he brought the sandwich home, so he still has it in the fridge if he wants to finish it to practice.
I ate a couple bites
Did you?
through the week. Yeah.
Hey, they want to see you. Get it. Hey, Shea Bear,
Hey,
I got him in here for you.
get your ass in here, son. What's up, buddy? There we go.
Here, you take it.
Oh yeah, sit down. Have a sit down.
Not going to turn into a dog, but
Well, you gotta. I can teach you
Hey,
how.
how you
if I-
doing there, sir?
how's it going?
Pig's feet.
Hey, we're gonna eat pig's feet. You're in, right?
Oh, hell no.
We're gonna do it next Saturday. That's it. Dude, listen. Your wife's gonna do it. We're gonna do it. She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. We're gonna do the pickled pig feet.
Come on, you gotta get in with us. Come on.
Come on,
Yeah,
dude.
give it a go, I guess.
You're gonna have to come in and party with us. Come on, join us in this.
Oh, and it's not just. Here's a little kicker here. It's not just the pig feet. We have to get hog head cheese. You saw
Oh, God.
about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
All right. Well, you don't have to, but at least join in. At least watch your wife.
I gotta write that down. Hoghead cheese and pig's feet. Okay. Mm.
You watch.
Yeah, Nancy will do. Oh, yeah.
If Nancy will do it, I'll definitely do it.
Yeah.
If you can find a Hormel brand, that's the best brand on the pig's feet.
Hormel.
Yeah, on the pig's feet.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's what we got here. What about the?
I bought the Richard's hoghead cheese. Y'all call it Richards, but in Louisiana, Richards is actually Richard's.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
Herbert is actually A Bear in Louisiana.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's going to do it. You don't have to do it, but we want you to be here with us.
We want to watch you heave and gag.
Yeah.
You can have a garbage can beside you.
Yeah. This is my channel. I'm gonna say, hey, you know what? You need to have a couple drinks with me, dude. We'll have a couple drinks and we'll do it together.
Oh, for sure.
Hell yeah! See, he's in. You're next Saturday at 8:00, or you got to work.
I better not have to work.
Okay. Well, we can make arrangements. We're all in agreements, aren't we?
Yep.
See?
Yep.
So you can't get out of them and go, "Oh, I had to work." Oh no, we'll wait. Just like we waited on you tonight. See, bro, we love you, man.
Can't get out of it.
Well, what time is it where y'all at now, Monkey? Because it's 9:31 here.
It is. She's in Texas, by the way, guys.
10:31.
It's 10:31.
Right.
And we're at 9:31.
Yeah, so I'd have to be here at 7.
So is her in Seattle the same?
No, Nancy.
No, I'm 7:31 p.m. right now.
You're at 7:31.
Yeah, she's out in Washington.
I'm 3 hours behind you guys.
Man, I'm glad I ain't got to live that last 3 hours I just lived. Lucky you.
And then this big thing about Seattle being like a ghost town or something. That's getting less and less people there. You hear
Well, yeah, it's starting to look like a ghost town here. I tell you, a lot of people are moving away.
Yeah, that's
They
what
must be moving here. They're putting in an interstate here. They've never had interstate in this area. That's why we moved out here in the sticks. And they're putting a big ass overpass right beside us. And I'm not going to be happy with that because you're going to hear all that traffic. I moved out here to hear frogs and crickets, not 18-wheelers.
Well, they call Florida Little New York now.
No, they call this Little Mexico.
It's becoming a very expensive state, Florida.
So has Seattle. And our tax just went up. We used to pay only a 20% tax. Now we're gonna be paying a 28.5% tax.
On what?
On everything. Food, drinks, cigarettes, everything.
Awful. Why?
Damn. Did y'all get Rick Perry in office down there?
No, we have something called Amazon.
No. We had a thing called Rick Perry that jacked everything up on us.
I don't shop Amazon anymore just because their headquarters are here, and I hate them because they're ever since they came here, we've been taxed right and left for everything ever since they showed up here.
Well, see, they brought Amazon a year ago in Orlando, and we now have to pay taxes on the Amazon stuff because of it.
Yep.
Used to.
Stupid Amazon. They've been putting businesses out of They've been putting all their businesses out of business. Macy's is gone. Nordstrom's is gone. J.C. Penney's is gone. Sears is gone. Everybody's gone.
Well, so is JCPenney. Sears is gone here.
Yeah, Sears is gone here too. I talked to my mom today, and she told me that everything in Baton Rouge is gone. My mom's still in Baton Rouge, and she was saying a mall that I got my first job at when I was 15 years old. Everything in that mall is gone. J.C. Penney's, Dillard's, Sears, everything. I'm like, well, I'm not a mall person anyway, but I don't like to see the economy go down like that and people lose jobs. You know?
Yeah. Well, Macy closes its doors for good this weekend.
Well, maybe Macy shouldn't have done what they did to Donald Trump, and that those of us who shopped there wouldn't have cut our damn cards up and mailed them back to them.
I think changes happen.
They didn't think we would do it, but we did it. We band together, say, hey, enough's enough.
I think Walmart's going to become one big warehouse, and what you do, you go online and you buy your stuff online, and you just pick it up, and there'll be a lady there with your groceries, and that's all Walmart will be.
I do the online grocery shopping, and I go pick it up at Walmart now. I won't walk in a Walmart.
I have patients that do it, and I think it's great for patients, that are homebound, and they get like a family member or somebody to pick it up for them, so they can pick out what they want. I mean, that's great. But I see, especially now that we had 2 bombings here in Florida in Walmarts, so I see them closing and becoming just a warehouse.
Well, I do it because Monkey, Dino's health issues, and I can't leave him alone. And I can leave my house, be there, and be back in 32 minutes. I've done it.
Yeah.
And that's about the longest I'm going to leave him alone with all the crap going on with him now.
Publix, which we have Winn-Dixie, and they both are doing delivery at home now too.
Cool.
Yeah, it is, but it isn't because you are not going to have the cashiers anymore. So,
Well, Walmart don't have cashiers any damn way. They got more people out in the parking lot
I hate going through
putting groceries in our vehicles than they have in the store.
Yeah. It's becoming a different world. Totally different.
I went on a website today on Facebook, on a group that I'm in on there, and all of my hometown, everything that I was accustomed to, all the pictures that they're showing, the crap's not even there anywhere no more. The neighborhood I grew up in is completely, totally leveled and gone. It was okay for me coming up back in the 60s to live right there 1 block away from Exxon, the biggest refinery they got there in Baton Rouge. But after we moved out, they just leveled all the grocery stores, the shopping centers, the homes, the schools, they're gone.
Yeah.
It's just not there. It's like a ghost town, completely gone.
Sad, scary too. I mean, how do you think people are going to buy things if they don't have jobs to spend money?
I mean, even in this last elections, our levy failed for the firefighters here, so now they're laying off firefighters like right and left here, and all the people at Macy's have already lost their jobs, same as Nordstrom's and everybody. I tell you, it's just getting to be sad.
But did you hear about the
Houston,
guy that was
Houston's laying off the firefighters too because of Mayor Turner. They need to get that Democrat out of office because he has totally destroyed Houston.
Yep.
You hear about that guy that committed suicide? The sex trafficker that was a big financer?
Oh, the Clinton side? Yeah, I heard about that.
You know that Donald Trump is on one of those lists?
Donald Trump
Oh God.
banned the dude from all of his properties or anything to do with him. Now, his best buddy who flew around on the airplanes with him with the little 13-year-old girls is called Bill Clinton. Now, supposedly he committed suicide just like these other people, have done. I call it Clinton side. They got to him, they killed him. He was fixing to name names.
Yeah.
Anybody who goes against the Clinton ends up, 2 gunshots to the back of the head, all kind of weird shit. I haven't seen how anybody can do that yet, and this guy was supposed to be on suicide watch. So what did he do? Watch him commit suicide or watch somebody kill him?
Okay, you guys, I'm being summoned to another stream. I need to go to it. So I'm gonna check out of here. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, Nancy.
Bye, Nancy.
All right. Bye.
See you soon.
Bye, Nancy.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
See you later.
Oh, wow.
Give me a minute or two. I'll be right back. I gotta go check on him again.
Oh, jeez. There he is. The man. And the dog. Oh, no. Your turn, babe. Nancy had to go.
Oh, okay. Mr. Sign Out, I'm sorry. She all right?
Yeah, she had to go on to another live stream.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's admin.
Yes. One of those, I guess. And Carol had to go to check on.
There's Carol.
Okay, I'm back. Most exercise I've gotten in my whole life is going to get me sick. Checking on him all the time.
He's still here. He's laughing and listening.
So,
I had a medical issue with Brandy today. She's been having this knot on her side, which I knew it was a cyst for a while. And the vet said, don't worry about it. Well, it burst today on us.
Oh, no.
So I did to her what I would do to us as humans. And I just took it and kept putting Epsom salt, hot rags on her.
Right.
And then put triple antibiotics. And everybody said, well, don't put triple antibiotics on her because she's going to lick it. I said, my dog's not stupid enough to lick that shit. Okay. I mean, and she's not.
That's right. That's right.
That's funny.
It's like I've had people tell me, you shouldn't post videos on how to start a fire. What if kids are watching? Well, if their parents can't constitute what they're watching, they're going to find it out sooner or later. But
They probably could teach the parents how to set one. Shit.
one thing, I guarantee you one thing, if they ever need help, they might not know how to start a fire. They'll go, I can, Mommy, when the zombie apocalypse happens or whatever.
That's part of Boy Scouts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know. Do they still do the Boy Scouts?
I don't know, but they
Like
should. They should.
My son
And-
was in that.
And like I say, they'll be like, well, how do you know how to start that? From Shaper 1000.
There you go.
That's right. But the point is, though, I mean, come on. When we were kids, we didn't have to have those, like, when you had the Tom and Jerry and the Coyote and stuff.
We
Yeah.
didn't. We
You
want.
need warning labels to say, hey, don't do this because y'all stupid and retarded.
We
You
didn't.
know we did all play Evil Knievel. Now you're gonna admit your ass jumped ramps, got your knees busted open, your ankles cut up on them old metal pedals on the bicycle, your toes stuck in the rim.
Yeah, and if we didn't,
Yeah.
well, it's like you cut your finger whittling wood with your dad. It's like I told you, son.
But
That's it.
now, if they cut
Now
their
it's like,
finger,
yeah, well, why would you let him use a knife?
social services coming in.
It's like, fuck.
Oh God. Yep, social services.
Yeah, I think it's a little overrated a bit.
So cheeseburger.
I got on to my son one time. He pitched a fit and decided he was going. I wouldn't let him do what he wanted to do. So he's gonna let water out of my waterbed, right? Wrong. You done pissed your mama off. I tore his ass up. I made him clean the mess up. He goes to school Monday morning. He tells the teacher. Teacher calls the principal. Principal calls CPS. I get called. Okay. I go up to school and I listen to all the shit they got to tell me. I can't do this. I can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. I said, are y'all done? And they said, yeah. I said, well, give me about 15 minutes. I'll be right back. And they said, what do you mean? I said, if you're going to sit here and tell me how I'm going to raise my own kid. Now, this kid just told you that he let water out of my waterbed and could have ruined my home. And I tore his ass up. I don't care. He's mine. He busted my ass on the way out, and I'll take him out, okay? It's my kid. I had him. Y'all don't like it? Eat shit and die. I said, but I will be back in about 15 minutes. They said, what are you going to do? I said, don't worry about it.
Oh, school.
Yeah, but if
So,
you did it now, oh my God.
I went home. I come back, and I threw a big black trash bag on the principal's desk, and he says, what's that? I said, you take him home. You raise the little motherfucker, okay? I'm going to the house. Then they come running down the hall after me. They said, no, we don't want to take your kid. I said, I don't want him either. Y'all take this son of a bitch. I'm tired of it. After that,
Oh, that's so
it
funny.
was Katie by the door. That kid, the principal would call me if he went to the school and said something or did something.
Well,
You know,
see,
I said, well,
when
take
Bear was growing up, she was like 4, and I used to put her in the corner. I'm like, you going to spank me, Daddy? I'm like, no, you going to go stand in the corner for 2 minutes. And she'd be like, for 2 minutes? All right, that's 3, So I made her stand in the corner. Well, one day I was down at my shop, right? She was with me, and I couldn't fit. I was working on a camper. I couldn't fit in the shop, because it's too high. She was out there dicking around with me. I'm like, okay, look, here's the thing. You better stop your shit right now, because Daddy's getting pissed. And she says, well, there ain't no corners around. I said, you know what? You see that leaf over there in the yard? She said, yep. I said, hold it down for 5 minutes. She said, what? And I said, go over to that leaf, put your foot on it, and hold it down for 5 minutes. Didn't have that problem no more. But she said, I'm going to tell Mommy. Mommy will tell Children's Services. I don't give a shit because they showed up like a year later for some stupid ass reason. They showed up. This dude comes up on the porch. And I come out. I said, yeah, can I help you with something? Well, we got a problem. I said, well, apparently you got a problem. Or whoever called you have a problem, but we don't unless you want to get on me. He wanted to tell me about that leaf incident. I said, look, you better get off my fucking porch right now. Okay? And he says, I don't have to. I work for the state of Ohio. I said, well, so does the sheriff's department, the police department, and everybody else. And they ain't allowed to come on this property unless they have a warrant. Do you have a warrant? I don't need a warrant. So I grabbed him by the collar and I took him out and put him in the middle of the street. I said, get in your car and go. He called the cops. Cops come up. 3 minutes later, he was gone. The cops were gone. Everything was gone. Yeah, because my mommy says I can do that. My mommy says I can do that. She's 15 right now, okay? She'll be 16 November. She's pregnant.
What?
Barry.
When did you find that?
I found that out the other day.
Oh my God.
Ain't the end of the world, Joe. Ain't the end of the world.
No, but I mean, because her mom taught her other girls You don't need a man. If you want a kid, go have a kid. Well, she taught this one the same. She got 6 kids. Now it's like, what the fuck, man?
I wouldn't want to raise a kid today.
Anyway, I want
to
to talk to Ginger. What's up, buddy? Listen, I was serious about you guys coming down and shit. You guys come down, you don't have to buy a motel room or nothing, do they?
That'd be great.
Yeah, awesome.
We can go to Daytona and see the ocean.
Yeah, Kim said you never seen the ocean.
No.
We'll take you to the ocean. We'll take you to the Pacific Ocean or the Atlantic Ocean. Then we'll take you on the other side, which is the Gulf of Mexico, which is not the Atlantic, or it's not the Pacific. We'll take you to the Atlantic, goddammit.
You're going to
Take
see
you
some
over
more.
to the Gulf of Mexico. I can't take you to the other ocean, but it kind of, whatever.
It's a little further.
Just a little bit. But you know what I mean. I mean, we'll take you over on the Gulf Coast. You'll be in the Gulf of Mexico, man. And
then
then
we'll take them on the Withlacoochee River.
Then we're going to take you on the Withlacoochee River, and you get to stay in our haunted house, dude.
And you can see alligators.
Yeah, he'll get to see alligators.
Do I get to see you turn into a dog?
Yes,
Yeah, he's got that magic doll at his house, that little haunted bitch.
that's right. So, but you have to come down to see us,
And
man.
you get to watch the door open and close on its own.
Yeah, I don't think he knows about the door. Did Kim tell you? No, because Kim didn't even know the door was open.
That's all new.
Dude, you got to watch my video about the orbs. I think something about a ghost orb or something. You got to watch it.
Watch
My
the
fucking door opened right here on its own. I was here by myself, dude. No shit. And you can stay here in this mansion if you would like. Well, we got another room.
It's 800 square feet mansion.
Yeah. Well, counting the garage.
Well, I wasn't expecting all these people. I thought myself and about the house.
Now she's excited. She keeps going, when's your YouTube buddies coming? When's your YouTube buddies coming? But yeah, dude, we'll take you in and we'll show you some different places, man. You'll love it. It'd be awesome. You don't have to pay for a motel room. You don't have to pay for food.
Well,
I mean, unless you want to go get a burger or something. But I mean, we'll cook for you and everything.
You cook.
I'll cook for everything.
You don't want to
everybody.
eat my cooking.
No, you don't.
Yeah, he's going to cook you some cow tongues and some Colorado oysters. And
I'll be lucky if I get one.
Oh, the Colorado oysters. Hell yeah, that should be a challenge.
it ain't happening. I just brought that. This bitch ain't need doing that. I do a lot of stuff and I ain't eating that. No. Not eating that. I ain't going there.
Is it that bad?
No. I like it.
Well, then you'll probably like the feet.
No, I tried them when I was a kid.
That's
But
good, so you can go relax.
it kind of reminded me of chicken fish. The egg wasn't there. Like, eggs. Where'd he go? He's like, no fucking wing down there. He said he just told her, I didn't see what was going on up above, but I know he went to kiss her and said, we ain't going to Shea Bear.
What? Are you talking about us?
Yes.
Well,
Duh.
you're just putting me up.
I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Oh, well, we're just
Something about him giving me a kiss or something.
No, we're going to have some bull balls, and I know Carol's had them.
Not in my mouth, darling.
That's not what you told me about 3 years ago when you was with that old bull.
I'm still married to that heifer.
There you go. So you've had them in your mouth. So,
They wasn't cooked.
so anyway, Kim. No, she got something. So Kim, when you come down, you better be working on some 30. What is it? SPF, PF, or some kind of sun shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you guys need to come down, man. You too, Carol. Get your fucking ass down here.
Yeah, if somebody could travel, I would.
I know.
Trust me, I ain't seen my mom. I haven't seen my mom in 3 years because of all this shit. You know, and she's got heart problems and everything else going on with her. And I'm like, I don't like this scale that I'm weighing back and forth.
I
So
know.
she's not. One day she's not gonna be here, but I can't leave him and come home and find him dead on the doornail either.
Oh, I know. We just
You know.
fucking with you, man. But Kim can come down.
Yes, I can. Yeah, we'll just have to figure out a good time and everything, and we'll get it set up.
Be right back.
Good with us. I mean, we can work around our schedule.
Time in Florida is January and February.
Yeah,
They're very cold.
because January and February down, well, mostly February down here, it gets about 32 degrees.
The hottest times is August, September, and October.
Well, no, October's not too bad.
In the last few years, October's been pretty hot. It doesn't seem to cool off until after Halloween.
You're on a date with that.
It should be October.
Look her, I don't care.
Go out and
But around the end of September and into October and November, we're only looking about 92. So but it does get cooler at night. So
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
So I'd love to see you guys come down, man. That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah. That would be amazing. Because Shea Bear, I've been watching you for several years.
I brought it up. You was one of my first subscribers. I brought it up to her, showed her the other day. Yeah, she's like, "Oh, you guys known each other long?" I said, "Hell, we've been following each other on Facebook for like 8 years." So, but yeah, you guys it'd be cool to come down and but you're gonna have to have like a week. Just for, like I said, for what we're going to be doing. And she's going to have a week, but she can juggle patients and stuff, right?
yes, I can.
Yeah. And so it would be really cool, if you guys could come down and check us out and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It won't cost anything. Now, we're not a 5-star motel. We're only 4.5, but we're working on the 5th star. We got an extra bedroom, so we can, we can provide, a place to stay, so that way you don't have to worry about a motel room and all that bullshit. We got, like I said, we got an extra bedroom. We can just hang out and shit, but we'll have an itinerary plan.
Okay, that's the dogs.
Well, 1 cat, 1 dog.
That's what we have too. We have a cat and a dog. So.
My cat's pretty old though.
She won't bother you.
She
The dog
sleeps a
might.
lot.
The
She
dog
likes
will
to be
fuck
petted, and she goes in her little hole, or she sleeps on my bed.
with you. Yeah. But but that's it. I mean, easy
Once
to get
she's
to.
gone, I'm done with cats. So, I've had most of my life. I've had a cat and dogs.
But yeah, so if you guys never get down, let us know, man, because he went somewhere.
He's still on.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, we got an extra room. You guys are more than welcome to it. Or if you want, we can show you the best. Give you the best hotels, whatever.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Try to get her hooked up with that patient I had out there in Oklahoma in the cabins.
Yeah, we've got some places we can set you up with cabins. There's some more down the road here that's closer. Like if you did want to rent a place, like Airbnb, we can hook you up with some.
We're going to do that powwow in September too.
Oh, September. We're going to do a powwow.
I had a patient and he's Indian and he's the chief of this powwow and he's invited us to go.
Yep. In September.
His family puts it on. He doesn't do much anymore. He used to do all the Indian dances and stuff, but he can't anymore. But he tells everybody else what to do.
Yeah. But
Is he part of the 7-0 wins?
So what?
yeah, hell yeah. Seminole one, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Because it was a Seminole.
Yeah, he is a Seminole.
Captain Egghead left you a message just now. It popped up on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought it up, yeah. Again. She called it.
Well, sorry about that.
It's a new one.
That looks like a damn egg on there. Yeah, that looks like an egg. Yeah, I've been drinking. I've been drinking. Can y'all tell?
She was like, who's this Kim girl? She's want to be my friend stuff. I'm like, oh, that's Kim Hendricks. Except and stuff. Man, they've been with me for a long time. So yeah, that's cool. I mean, like I said, we got a room here, and we got a motel right up the road. But whatever.
It's a nice place.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, but it's not nice as being here to where me and Egghead can sit, cook out, and you guys can drink and we can cook for you and stuff. So what the fuck are you doing?
Well, you tell me that picture don't look like an egg with a damn hat on it.
No, but he's got a
That's
beard.
what it is.
Get
That's
it?
exactly what it is. Yeah.
Looks like a sunny side up egg with a hat on it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
When it popped
Yeah,
up
they
on the
come
screen.
down here and spend the night. Hey, hell, you guys spend all week. We don't give a shit, do we?
Daytona.
Yeah, we could Daytona. We'll take him to where's we at the other day? On the other side.
What?
The other side.
Oh, you mean Cedar Key?
Yeah, take him to Cedar Key. We
That's
take him
interesting.
to
Cedar Key's great.
Tampa. We can take him to all
There's
kinds
so
of
much to do here.
Oh.
It's unreal.
Mhm.
Now, if you go to Orlando, you're talking money. Everything there is expensive. But I like to go to Disney Springs. That's really amazing. I took him there when we were down there, and it's pretty cool. The restaurants have some kind of theme going on, and they have one restaurant, it's a forest, and it actually rains while you're eating, and thunders and birds and everything singing, and it's really cool. I was like, oh my god, it's amazing. Things they got in Orlando. And I guess they're going to open up. Universal has been buying property in Orlando slowly, and I guess they're going to open up a big, huge amusement park. Universal is. I think they're trying to get bigger than Disney.
Mhm.
So that's going to be building up, and that's going to bring a lot of money in. A lot of
Yeah.
business. Most
I
people,
went to Orlando in the early 90s.
huh?
I went to Orlando in the early 90s. Went to Universal,
Yeah.
and it was still under construction.
I went to Universal for Christmas. I took my kids and my parents at the time, and it was okay at Christmas. We went Christmas Day, and that was their Christmas gift because I got to the point I got tired of buying gifts for them. You know, it's always the same thing, and they don't play with the toys. So it's like I need to give them some memories. So that's what we did. It was okay, but they closed too early, I thought. But this year I took the last Christmas we went to Disney, so that was fun.
Yeah.
I hadn't been there in a long time.
We did a lot of it there.
Yeah, I think we did.
I did. Yeah, you went to bed early. I was still live streaming with Emma, which she is always saying, my shave hair. Where are you going to do live streaming? I keep telling her, you missed me.
Yeah, you did that the night before. There's a hotel that we like to stay at when we go down in that area. It's a pretty good price, and it's really nice. And the rooms are really nice.
No,
There's my handsome little dude, Bruno. Love you, Bruno. You handsome little dude. I haven't been to Florida since the 70s.
Really?
Yep. We used to go down like every other year and vacation down there when I was a kid, but I haven't been. I don't travel anymore, basically. Well, now I can't because of him. But of all the traveling I did when I was a kid up until I had my own kids, I could give a less than a shit, man. I mean, if I go into Houston from here, I feel like I've been, to Baton Rouge and back. I used to love to travel and I used to love to drive, and now I just don't like to do it.
I like.
I'm turning into my grandma.
I really would like to go out west. I want to do Route 66, and I like
Oh, yeah.
to see area. What's that? Area 51. And
51.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd like.
Yeah, I'd love to do Route
I've been
66.
to Utah and I've been to Las Vegas, but that's about all I've done on the list. So,
I've been to 40 of the 50 states we got. I did a lot of traveling back in the day.
yeah. Well, see, my
Wow.
parents used to bring me.
That's pretty good because I only did like 31.
But see, we used to come every year to Florida at Christmas because my grandparents had friends that owned a motel in Daytona before my parents did. So we would come
Cool.
stay there every Christmas. We traveled a lot of the East Coast of the United States because we wanted to make sure where they wanted to buy their business. They knew they wanted to buy a business, but they didn't know where and they wanted to buy at the time.
Oh, they looked at all kinds of stuff, didn't they?
Oh yeah, we looked at restaurants, we looked at bars, we looked at laundromats and car washes and all kinds of stuff. And my father had kind of went to school for a little while in Daytona because I used to live there. But my grandmother hated the heat, so she wanted to go back to Canada, and I ended up back in Canada. So his dream was to always come back to the States, and that's what we did.
That's what we did.
That's what we
Just
did.
like that. That's what happened.
Yeah, but we bought that motel and lived there, and that was interesting.
My mom always wanted to stay there,
Mm,
but we couldn't afford it
mm,
because, see, she worked at that time, worked for Holiday Inn.
right.
So she got a lot of discounts.
Mm,
And she always told me that's where White Sands, that's where, remember I told you that the day we met, that's where I always, I'd love to stay there, but we couldn't afford it. It was like $20 or something for all of us.
Well,
But
back
she through Holiday Inn, it was like $5. You know what I mean? So
back then they were 220, and then they would add 5 for oceanfront, 5 for a kitchen.
but she always wanted to stay there because I remember her telling me this is the smallest privately owned. We can book it, but
Well, most of the small motels in Daytona were across the road. There was very little on the beach. Everything was just small.
You see, that's why I'm not into, as Monkey calls it, tenting, camping. We had one of those Sears green and yellow, ugly freaking tents with the blow up air mattresses, them little funky ones that we took out to the oceans, all that shit. I am not into. If it ain't got damn air conditioning, this fat girl's not going. You can forget it. I done been
that
there.
fat girl can stay home.
Mm-mm.
You little shithead. Let me tell you something about
The
camping.
best time in my life I ever had was at a
Don't you
KOA.
ever get a hold of me. Don't you ever get a hold of me if the fucking vampires come after your ass.
Fuck a vampire. I got a bar in my backyard. Bring them bitches on.
Well, wait a minute then. If the vampires come get me, I'm going to your backyard into the bar.
Fine with me. Works for me. But
she don't give a fuck. I love it.
going back to the that funky camp, that tent we had, the best time I ever had is we went to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and I've always been in love with freaking Conway Twitty. People say that's why I married Dino. People say that's why I married Dino, because at one time Dino did look just like freaking Conway Twitty.
Oh yeah, you sent me some pictures
Yeah.
one time. Remember a couple years ago? He
Yeah.
looked like him, man.
That's what
I mean, he looked just like him. I'm gonna tell you a story about Dino and Conway, okay? But let me tell you this one first. We go to that KOA camp, and the first people I run into is Joni and Kathy, and that's Conway Twitty's kids, and I played with them for a solid freaking week. Now, I never met their daddy, I didn't even know that Conway Twitty was their freaking daddy till after we left, and I told that I started screaming at my daddy on the way home. When he told me, he goes, "You know who those two girls were that you were playing with?" I said, "No." He goes, "That's Conway Twitty's daughters." I said, "You better be bringing my little ass back there because I want to see Conway. The hell with them two girls. I want to see Conway Twitty." But I never got to see him. But with Dino and Conway, Dino hates Conway. But I tell him all the time, I said, "Look, it could be worse, dude. You could look like Willie Nelson and never get a piece of ass in your life. So you better be lucky that you look like Conway." Okay? So we went to a hospice house because our good friend of ours, Frank Dalton, he used to be the wrestler. Frank Dalton from the Dirty Daltons back in the 60s.
Yeah.
Okay? He was our next door neighbor. He was a damn good friend of mine. He was dying of cancer, and me and Dino went up there to the hospice to go see him and everything. And this old lady just started screaming and shrieking from her room, "Conway, Conway, Conway." Dino says, "Get me the hell out of here." I said, "No." I said, "Come on, let's just go see Frank." So we went to see Frank and everything. And the nurse came into the room, and she goes, "Ma'am," she says, "we got a client down the hall." And she just swears up and down that that's Conway Twitty. I said, "Yeah, I understand that. Is there any way you can get him to go into that room?" I said, "You gonna play hell." I said, "But whatever, you know." So we go on, we leave Frank. We know we saying goodbye to Frank. We start walking down the hallway, and that lady starts screaming. I just gave this look to Dino, and he knew either do this or all hell's gonna break loose. So he goes into the room, and this lady she sticks her hand out. Dino holds her hand, and this lady just goes on and on and on. Now, what y'all got to know is Conway Twitty's already dead. Okay? Conway Twitty's already been dead at this point. Evidently, somebody didn't tell her. But anyway, Dino held her hand, and she just went on and on about how much she loved him and, loved his music and this, that, and the other. And Dino's standing there like a stick. And I'm like, "I'm fixing to kill your ass, Say something, do something." And the lady says, "Well, I know you're very busy, Mr. Twitty. I just appreciate you coming in here." And she let go of his hand, and he turned around to walk away. And I was pissed. I didn't say anything to him. And he turned around, grabbed that lady's hand, kissed it, and told her, "Hello, darling." And I just lost it. I went to bawling and crying. I said, "You are human after all, you motherfucker. I mean, you are human after all." I said, "Now we can get married because I know you're human." We were together 13 years, Monkey, before I would marry him.
Wow.
Mm-mm. Oh, no. He was married to the bitch from hell, and I happened to be married to the man from hell who was his ex-wife's cousin. We not kin, but Dino's ex-wife and my ex-husband. My husband was Dino's ex-wife's nephew, and they all from the same fabric.
Yeah, I told her about that. I told her about the time when I first moved down here from Ohio to Florida, and I put you on speaker, and me, you, my brother-in-law, my sister was all getting fucked up, but you was clear over there, but you were on speakerphone. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I told her about that's one of the first things I ever told her about when we first got together, man. She's like, "So," because it's a long story, but anyway, she was like, "So what you got to me?" I said, "Oh, I got a friend in Texas." She said, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yeah, I had her on speakerphone. Remember, you guys was just partying your asses off. You was in the shed at that time, and
yeah, that's when I was straight up drinking wild turkey back then.
Yeah,
that wasn't long after Dino's son passed away.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And the one thing I'm gonna tell you, Monkey, Shea Bear's one hell of a man because he kept me from committing suicide. Oh, I was going down. My daddy went down. I was going down. If it would have been for Shea Bear, I was going down.
Yeah, I never told her about that.
But I was going out because we were told Daddy would never go home, but we were expecting nursing home, not funeral home. I mean, every one of us was caught freaking off guard. I mean, I was like in total shock. I mean, when they told me my daddy was dead, I said, "This ain't even fucking funny. This ain't funny at all." I went to his service. I went through everything. I don't remember nothing. I drove all the way down there and all the way back in 18-hour period. And I was like, it ain't real. Still ain't real. But nope, I was sitting there locked and loaded that night. I was locked and loaded that night.
But she called Shea Bear, and Shea Bear took care of your fucking ass.
Yep. Well, yeah, you sure did. Because I could have cared less.
Well, that night though, I've been at my sister's house.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me go check on my monsters.
So, Kim, you guys think you get down?
Yeah. I don't know exactly when. I gotta
Right.
look at how things are going, but yeah, I don't think that would be a problem at some point. Yeah.
As far as Ohio.
Because I don't want to answer.
Really, all you need is gas. I mean,
I don't want to. If I want to do it, I'll fucking do it. If I don't, you can keep shitting out. Fuck her. You talk to her. I don't want to talk to the bitch.
anyway, Kim.
I'm sorry. Excuse me, y'all.
Now let me know, man.
Y'all didn't want to hear that. But I don't want to talk to some drunk bitch. I'm drunk enough. I don't need to be talking to some drunk bitch out on her blind date trying to tell me what she's doing tonight. I don't care. There's a thing called AIDS out there, people.
I'm gonna get off here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's 11:14.
All right. So remember, Kim, if you guys ever plan a trip down here, remember you got a place to stay for a week. You know.
Well, where's Kim located?
I live in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh, okay. Dino's got a nephew up there.
What part of Florida do you guys live in?
We are we are caught in a little town called Inverness.
It's west side.
It's on the west side. We are 20 minutes from the Gulf of Mexico.
We're only about an hour from Tampa, an hour from Orlando. We're very central. I'm about an hour and a half from Daytona.
Well, we're 2 hours from Daytona.
How do you spell the name of the town?
Inverness?
INVERNESS.
Okay, got it.
It's what is it? 34552? 34453.
The zip code.
The zip code.
It's a cute little town.
We're not far from Crystal River, which Crystal River is actually a lot smaller than we are, and they're more popular than we are. So.
Because it's on the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
How far away are you from Palm Springs?
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs. Well, we can check.
I think that's
Just
south.
out of curiosity.
Okay, well, let's see here.
It's further south.
Palm Springs.
Okay. Palm Springs is an expensive area.
Yeah, and well, I think it's farther than.
Those are Donald Trump plans, I believe.
Well, I don't think about that. Well, we're talking about us. So, okay, but we're not. They're not coming down to see Donald Trump. If they are, they ain't welcome here. No, seriously.
No, I have an uncle that lives there. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, yeah?
Trump, but
okay.
if that's the case,
Palm
I mean,
Springs is...
Palm Springs.
Well, how far are y'all from Destin? Because that was always my favorite place to go.
Where?
Destin, Florida.
I never heard of it.
I don't know.
Oh,
There's
really?
Red's Bar down there. Red's Bar down in Destin.
It was California.
No, I was coming out.
There's two.
I know.
We
Yeah,
are
that's
3
really
hours
popular.
and 5 minutes. It's further south.
Yeah, Palm Springs is over on the Atlantic coast. We are on the
West
west coast. Well, the west.
side, really.
Yeah. Well, we're the Gulf of Mexico.
Mhm.
So we're way. That's way down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Palm Springs used to be nothing but swampland. They brought the dirt and stuff in to make resorts and everything for the rich people to deal with, right?
Very busy area. There's a lot of richy people there. Yeah.
Yes, he is rich. Yes, he is very rich. Yeah, and he
Yeah.
don't share the wealth. So
Oh well, welcome to my family, Kim.
Yeah. Well, that's why he's rich, because he don't.
My family's sitting on over 400 acres. They won't break loose with.
wow.
They don't do nothing with the property, but they won't break it loose yet.
But didn't you have some kind of oil or something up in Ohio?
I've got oil rights. I've got
Yeah.
rights to 22 acres. It's
Yeah, we had the oil rights too, and they capped it off.
Yeah, because you and your sister were talking about it at one time.
and I'm gonna fight that soon. My 22 acres. But anyway, let's not get into that right now. But so anyway, I'm gonna get off here, guys.
Okay.
Saturday, pig's feet.
Yes, it's a date.
Okay. And how about every other week we do? All right. So like 1 week we'll do a challenge, and then the next week we'll do a paranormal thing. How's that sound?
Oh, that would be excellent. Yeah.
That way, we can kind of so next week we can kind of do the paranormal thing. Would you go for that?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a spirit box, so it'd be kind of cool. I can break it out, and I can play around with it, see if we pick up anything, or and we can swap stories.
Yeah, that would be cool as shit. Hell yes. All right.
Yeah, that would be fun because I'd like to see. I'd actually like to see the electronics of stuff that I see personally.
So, Carol, are you in for next weekend?
I'm into paranormal because I've seen people don't believe I've seen dead people. I know damn well I've seen them.
All right. Okay. So, all right, I'll get with y'all, and but the person that actually got us into this live stream was Kim. So,
Oh, okay.
her.
Yeah. I joined her channel the other day. I left her a couple of messages on her YouTube channel.
So you'll be doing
Thank you.
Yeah, Nancy to it. So, all right. I want to tell you thanks, Kim. Appreciate it. Tell your hubby that we said good night.
I will tell Captain Egghead good night.
Well, I'm gonna live that one down.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon. All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
So do you like this one better than the other one?